I am one with the Force. The Force is one with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is one with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is number one with me. All right? Atlantic Division title, the first in Leafs history, is on the line tonight. It's on the line tonight, guys. They win. Hell, they lose in overtime. It's over. The Leafs win their first division title. And by the way, for anybody that's not a Leaf fan that's watching this, you're like, wow, what's the big deal? Division titles happen all the time. Not when you're in a division with the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Boston Bruins. Two of those teams have won President's Trophies. Two of those teams have won Stanley Cups. All of them in the last 5 years. And we wonder why the Leafs haven't had the success that we expected them to. It's because they've been in a really, really tough division. But we don't make excuses here. Let's just have a look at the games tonight, okay? Because this is really important. Leafs and Sabres. Devils, Bruins, who cares? Blackhawks, Senators, Panthers, Lightning. If the Panthers beat the Lightning, we want Tampa. The Florida Panthers will prove that they wanted the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? So we got that going on. Also, a little bit later on, our good friend Hayden, stats god that he is, stats Jesus. Hayden will be watching the Minnesota Wild Ducks game, because if Minnesota doesn't get it done against Anaheim, then all of a sudden the Calgary Flames, I believe, are in the driver's seat. And that's just too damn good. That's just too damn good. That's just too damn interesting. Listen, the Wild are in a better position than the St. Louis Blues are. They're 3 points up on Calgary, the Wild are. The St. Louis Blues, just 2. And Calgary has a game in hand on both of these teams. 2 games left. This is Minnesota's last game right tonight. It's over. By the way, I want to throw this out there. I'm really upset about it. The Colorado Avalanche have already finished their season. It's insane. It's crazy. I don't like it. It's not fair. It's not fair is what it is. So the Minnesota Wild wrap up their season tonight. Got to win game 82, baby. Got to win game 82. So Hayden says they just need 1 point to lock in, but let's be honest. They need more than that. You can't have these Minnesota. You can't not win, right? It's the Ducks. And also, your Stars have been off for a while, and they came back and they were good. Eriksson Ek, 4 goals in his first game. Kaprizov with the winner is great. It's awesome. You need some confidence going into the playoffs. The Wild have lost a lot of games that they probably shouldn't have and probably wouldn't have if they did not have all those injuries. Anyway, I am so excited to be here tonight. We're going to have some fun. We could see history. The Leafs winning their own division. Imagine. Glory be. Imagine. Death Eater, don't tell Steve. Bieber jerseys are 40% off. I told you. The Leafs are getting a new 3rd jersey next year, and they're trying to get rid of the stock because Justin blew the cover on the fact that he is no longer associated with Drew House, which is his brand, but he's not associated with it. And guess what? The Leafs have a deal with Drew House, and that licensing deal is up. I do have to say, I really like the black jersey, so hopefully they keep some semblance of that. Maybe it's just not as reversible. Connor O'Shea, does Steve owe Manscaped a refund given the beard? I don't think so. I think Steve cannot cheat with his beard. I think it's wrong of him to start growing a beard now in advance of the playoffs. And I think most of you agreed. Man, every time I get in here, I'm sorry for scratching my nose. It's just the worst. It's the worst. Okay. All right. Now. Oh, somebody said I want a baby blue or a sky blue Leafs jersey. That's interesting. I would do that. I would also like a return to maybe the late 60s, early 70s jersey. You know, the one with the big white stripe down the side, a little retro action. They tried that a little bit with the reverse retro, but they made it gray. And everybody's like, that sucks. You know what I mean? Hayden says powder blue like the Blue Jays. I don't hate it. They've never done that. I don't hate it. I think that could be really fun. Or they could do what they should have always done, is make the St. Pat's jersey completely green with a little white accent. Boom. We got a face-off already, kids, because TSN skips the anthem. Thank God for that. Robert Bet, we need 1 more point to take top spot and for Marner to reach 100 points, 1 goal, and for Matthews to reach 400 goals, 1 more goal. So let's hope Marner and Matthews get their goals tonight, get their points tonight. Let's hope the Leafs get their points tonight. And let's hope game 82 is just us going, wow, those Marlies look real cool in Leafs jerseys, don't they? That's what I want. 1932 left in the first period, if you're just joining us. I'm going to do a few claps here to start us up. Odin Swayze, no, we don't. We already have top spot, learn Matthew Fools. I hate to tell you this, but we do not have top spot. The Lightning have 100 points. The Leafs have 104. You get 2 points for a win. The Lightning and the Leafs have played 80 games each, and the tiebreaker is not wins. The tiebreaker is regulation wins. And guess what? The Leafs and Lightning are tied in that category too. So the Leafs have not, and I believe the tiebreaker after that is season series, which the Lightning, I believe, have. So no, we have not clinched top spot just yet. Not yet. Not quite. Almost. Just 1 more point. More than the Lightning can get this year. Make it easy. How about this? Make it clean. Go get your point. Now, Hayden asked the question, and I think it was a good one. How many Leaf fans do you think are in the audience tonight? And it's interesting. I know it's a little bit early to be judging because a lot of people are still getting to the seats and traffic, whatever. But this game is in Buffalo, and it does not appear to be sold out, even with Leaf fans. And I think maybe part of that is some of the political tension happening right now because normally it would be sold out. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that this is, kids, for the division. It is an important game. Jake McCabe, OEL, injured, not playing tonight. Craig Berube said, oh, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Said OEL's tough. He'll play through it. Just like so many, he's got an injury, and it probably won't get healthy till the summer. That's just the way it is this time of year. 1804 in the first. Yeah. Hayden says, if you're Kevin Adams, who are the 3 players you build around on this Buffalo team? Well, I think it's obvious that Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson are number 1 and number 2. If you think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen could be what Linus Ullmark should have been for Buffalo, then maybe you say it's him. But I like JJ Peterka. I think he's a guy that's going to be a point a game player. If he isn't already this year. I have not checked his stats. That guy rocks. Watch out for JJ Peterka. Player 4 with the super chat. Probably not worth a full topic on the pod, but what are your quick thoughts on Logan Couture retiring due to his lasting injury, and who do you think will take the new captain next year for the Sharks? Okay, so Logan Couture retiring is not surprising. It's just sad. This is a guy who should still be playing hockey and who has an injury that he can't get over, and that's just what happens. Oh, here we go. Austin Matthews. Matthew Nyes to Austin Matthews. Oh, just a little bit high, bounces over his stick. I think the captain next year for the San Jose Sharks is Tyler Toffoli. Robert Malloy will love this, but it's also the truest. He's clearly the emotional leader, and Tyler Toffoli rocks. If he's ever played for your team, then you already know this. I think he's the captain, no question, next year. And then he'll have it for 2 or 3 years, and then it'll be Macklin Celebrini. Here we go! Oh, Max Domi. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, I think he got a piece. I think he stopped it. I got to see that replay. Damn. Great setup by Tavares to Nylander. To Nylander's skates. Baby. Oh, baby. Doug Leafan. Technically, the Leafs made the playoffs, so Steve is good. Yeah, making the playoffs is a really important one. Josh Storch. Who would you truly rather play in round 1? Whoever they give us. I am not one of those people that's like fussed about it. I think you just kind of play who you're given. I think you win the division and then you leave the rest to the rest of the league. That's all you can control. But that's who I would give it to. I really am not. There's not much more I can say. Silent Rob 1192. Peterka is so good. He should totally leave Buffalo. Haha, I'm kidding, but they'll probably trade him because it's Buffalo. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, he's one of their bright lights, and I think they need to. Oh, I thought that went in. Scott Laughton with a nice little shot at the side. By the way, did you guys see Scott Laughton's shot last game? Short-handed, just a total wicked slap shot, as Steve would call it, a piss missile. and hit the post. Oh, Mermis almost had a shot there. Good for Dakota Mermis getting into these games, by the way. What a season he's had. Lorentz, Yarncroke, 18 and 19 behind the goalie. That's kind of where they are. That's kind of who they are. Lawton, Yarncroke, Lorentz. That's a tough line to play against. James Stemler. James Stemler says, caring about who the Leafs play just breeds excuses. Exactly, James. We are a no excuse city. Thank you. Robert Malloy, I am here for the Tyler Toffoli propaganda. It is not propaganda, Robert Malloy. It is factual. RJ Huskam, my mental health depends on a Leafs win. Well, doesn't it? I wouldn't make fun of you for that because that's me too. Hannah HS, hi Adam, love your podcast. Sending love from Halifax. Shout out Halifax, Nova Scotia, my favorite city in the whole world, except for the city that I live in. I love Halifax. I really do. It's my favorite. 14:37 left in the first period. Leafs looking pretty good to start. They can get a couple goals early, and I think they know this. They know how to play smothering defense. They didn't used to be able to do that. They'd get a lead, and then they'd be like, "Oh, I sure hope I don't lose the lead," and then they drop the lead, and the lead would smash all over the floor. They don't do that anymore. Get your goals early, get in, get out. Tyler Toffoli winning our poll of who should be the Sharks' next captain. Is it Tyler Toffoli or someone else / I'm wrong? It's definitely Tyler Toffoli. I would be shockarood if it wasn't. I'd be blown away. Adam, for game one, do you want Saturday, Sunday, or even Monday? I will tell you this, Prophet. It will be Sunday. It will be Sunday. Oilers Saturday, Leafs Sunday, Montreal Monday. Heard it here first. Actually, you heard it here hundredth because everybody else has reported it already. RCSF, no game clock tonight, but I will tell you this, 13:30 left in the first, and I'll clap at the next faceoff. Anthony Stolarz just caught the puck out of air from Rasmus Dahlin's shot, so I will give you a clap once they come back from break here. Bowen Byram went to the locker room after blocking the Dakota Mermis shot. Hey, by the way, did we tell you that Steve Dangle is joining me on the stream tonight? I don't think we told you. Did we tell you? Did you know? Steve Dangle joining us on the stream tonight. Steve Dangle is going to conduct a trivia session for you at second intermission. Hey, Hayden, do we have the pricing for that? Because there's some pretty cool stuff. All right. Send it over to me on text because you guys are, I'm not going to lie, you're going to flip when you find out what we're giving you. Okay? It's sick. When I found out, I was like, damn, dude, this is an excellent prize. I'm very excited about this. The reason I'm having Hayden text it to me is because I want to make sure I don't get it wrong because you guys know how bad my memory is. It's terrible. Robert Bet, if they win, which they should, but it's the Leafs, would you rest Nylander, Marner, and Matthews until Sunday, which I believe is the first game of the playoffs? Yes, you are right. It is the first game of the playoffs. And I would absolutely rest them. I would rest Tavares too. I would sit Tanev. I would sit Riley. My first pairing, Benoit Myers, and then I'd go Mermis, and then I would go whoever the hell else is on a contract, professional deal. Even if you had to dress like Morgan Riley or something like that, I'd be like, Mo, you're playing like 5 minutes tonight. You're not doing shit. All right, Hayden just sent it to me. Okay, you guys ready for the pricing? This pricing is freaking sick. Guys, are you ready for this? An Austin Matthews Four Nations McFarlane figurine. So Austin Matthews, this is brand new. I don't even know if you can get this in stores yet. Austin Matthews Four Nation doll. It's a doll, but it's an adult doll. Maybe I shouldn't categorize it that way. It's a doll that is a collectible. An adult doll is something else. It's not one of those. Not one of those. By the way, runner up, Alexander Ovechkin, $8.95 t-shirts. Pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. So it is not available yet, this Austin Matthews figurine. You're going to get this before anybody else can get it. And if you participate, all you have to do is sign up. It's in the description. Okay. The link for the trivia, it's the Spark app. Okay. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your computer, whatever you want to do. If you sign up and you play all the questions, we will give you how many percent off? Hey, 15% off to the SDPN store for everybody. So you can get your gear up for the playoffs. So even if you don't win, you still get the 15% off discount code to the SDPN store. Guys, we have, I can't even tell you how excited I am for the playoffs. I know there's a game happening right now, but guys, there is so much planned for this. It's going to be sick. We will have trivia. Our bracket challenge, which we announced on Monday's show, will open, I believe, tomorrow. You can sign up anytime. And you know what? We'll put that in the thing. We'll put that in the chat eventually. Bracket challenge is coming. It's going to open after the games finish on Thursday. So you're going to have like 48 hours to fill your bracket out. And then beyond that, we are rocking and rolling and going all the way with trivia, with live streams. Steve will have all the Leafs live streams. I will have a to be determined series. I think it's going to be, it's going to be one of two. It's going to be the Edmonton Oilers or the Montreal Canadiens. That's what we're thinking. And there will be no adult dolls in those. Just throwing that out there. I should probably tweet out that I'm doing this, by the way. I didn't do that. Hi, guys. I am live. Hi, guys. I'm live, and we are super cool, and you can be too if you join. Also, we have trivia plus prizes at second intermission. Wow, how cool am I? You just heard, you saw me just write just the most banger tweet. I don't even think people see my tweets anymore. I kind of just throw them up on Twitter and Blue Sky, whatever. I'm not like producer Drew who gets 10,000 likes every tweet. Steven Schiller, Dear McFarland Toys, Adam Hotfeet Wild just told me I could do unspeakable things to the Austin Matthews dolls. Sincerely, Gripper Nation. That is true. I did say that. Cassie said, good news. I should be out of my brace next Saturday. Cassie, thrilled for you. Just in time for you to root on your Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. 11:13 left in the first period for anybody looking to align. E. Whitley says, Adam, what's the friggin' announcement? You're going to get a friggin' announcement tomorrow, kids. You're going to get a big old announcement. And I haven't been this excited about something since we launched the CJ show. It's going to be that cool. And it's going to involve you. And that's the part I'm excited about the most. That is all I'm going to say. Robert Malloy says, we are bringing back announcements. Yes, we sure are. What's up, Hayden? Hayden says sometimes he wishes we didn't announce. He wishes we just show up and do it. But listen, if there is no hype for the announcement, then what's the point, right? We gotta sell the sizzle a little bit. Canadian Girl 83, what about the Ice Bucket Challenge? Found old videos from 10 years ago. You and Steve were such youngins. Yes, we were. We were 10 years younger. And we did that outside of my place, and it was bizarre. We were like in the middle of the street at King and Parliament in Toronto, and kind of at that time it wasn't a bad area, but it wasn't the greatest. Mitch Marner behind Byram, who is back on the ice. Cassie says, my Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you sure about that? Hell yeah, Cassie. Your Toronto Maple Leafs. No, it's coming. It's coming. You guys. Oh, what a save by Stolars. Woo! That's on Alex Tuck. Matthew G, only 5 shots in 10 minutes of the game. Oof. It is kind of one of those things. Cosmo Kramer says, Adam enjoys the announcement more than the actual event. Guys, you'll understand when you see the announcement how freaking awesome this is, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. Carson says, do the Hab clinch tonight or they keep failing? They'll clinch. Boom. 10 minutes to go in the first period. We just had a face-off. Exactly 10 minutes to go. Actually, 9:55 right now. Oh, the AI chat summary for the stream is viewers are discussing an upcoming hockey game and celebrating the team's potential win with adult dolls. Some viewers suggest putting them on the bench, in the cup or in the dressing room if the team wins. That is just excellent. That is fabulous. Well done, everybody. Well done. Um, that's fun. 9:09 left in the first period. Adult dolls on the way. The second intermission. We're talking about McFarlane toys. We're talking about the Austin Matthews Four Nations figurine, as Steve would call it. Um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm so excited that we have this. I'm so excited that we have this before you can buy it, dude. It's so sick. I wish the one thing I do wish with the chat is I wish we could show it in the chat. Because you can't put pictures in the chat for obvious reasons. But maybe Hayden, during the next commercial break, do you think we could flash it on the screen? Is that possible? What do you think, Hayden? Oh, okay. All right. Links to images. Could you link an image? Justin, can we do that? Oh, Justin says, get your head out of the gutter and smash that like button. That's true. We're a little low on the likes here, kids. A little low on the likes. Guys, listen. It's Gripper Nation. You should be prepared for adult dolls at any time. By the way, can I ask a question? I mean, there's like 500 of us here. So it will help me make the determination, but I'll make the ultimate determination at another point. Justin, can we throw up a poll that is, should Adam do the Edmonton series or the Montreal series, assuming Montreal clinches? I don't think it's going to be Winnipeg, Edmonton, or Montreal. Which one should I do? Justin says, Adam, I am busy. Geez, sorry about that. Cassie, I'm rooting for the Kings. One of my closest friends is a Kings fan, and I have known her for 11 years. Sorry, guys. My loyalty is to her. Cassie, how long have you known us? It's at least several months. And we can be your East team. All right. By the way, Edmonton series, Montreal series. What are we voting for? Oh, the Matthews figurine is on screen right now. Check it out. This is not available for sale. It's the Four Nations figurine, and you can't even buy it. But you're going to win it tonight. Second intermission. All right, let's go. Aiden, thank you for putting that up there. Woo! I'm so freaking jacked. Playoffs start this weekend. Let's go. That's a pretty sexy adult toy, by the way, don't you think? That's what I would say. That's what I would say. All right, now there is 8:18 left in the. Oh, the ref didn't drop the puck. 8:18 left in the first period. I'm gonna just clap for you. Boom. Matthews loses the draw. He's not happy about it. He thinks it was unfairly dropped. Man, Tage Thompson is so friggin' huge, man. He's so big. He's just like, oh, you want to take the puck off me? How about I Gumby myself and take my ginormous legs and ass and put it in your way? Oh, Marner with a shot. Bit of a knuckler. Just misses the net. Here's Matthew Nice. Down to Matthews. Looking sexy tonight, boys. All right, nice. Does he drive? Oh, nice shot. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's got it. There's Marner along the half boards. Riley keeps it in. Turns it over. There's Rasmus Dahlin. The Buffalo Sabres have only one active player that played on their team in the playoffs. There's only one active player still in the NHL from when the Buffalo Sabres made the playoffs and was from that team. It's Tyler Myers. Isn't that crazy? It's nuts. The Leafs have the longest active playoff streak. The Buffalo Sabres have the longest cold streak. That sucks. Buffalo fans deserve better. Put it out there. Cassie says, I followed you guys since the 9-2 Nashville game / Phil Kessel, whichever was first. My East team is not any Metro team, enjoying the Rangers chaos. Yo, straight up. The Rangers chaos is one of the most interesting storylines in hockey that is, I'm curious to know how fast it goes away this offseason. Like, do they come back refreshed and okay? Or is it super shitty next year too? Chris Drury will stick around. He's not getting fired. So Hayden says, is James Dolan the worst owner in sports? I don't think so. Worst owner in the NHL? The worst owner in sports is the guy that owns the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cassie knows. Pittsburgh Pirates haven't made a free agent signing since 2015. Do you understand how insane that is? Not a signing since 2015, not one. And it was Francisco Liriano. Insane. So yeah, Pirates guys though. Is Dolan the worst in the NHL? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know. I would have said, here's the thing: James Dolan's not afraid to spend money. He's not afraid. He wants championships. Like, listen, he might have some bad stories following him around with people who have worked underneath him, but uh, there are owners that don't give a crap, and I think those ones are the worst kind. Because like the Leafs had one with Harold Ballard. He was a total jerk, and it was all about his ego. He sucked. That guy sucked. Um, at least with Dolan, he's like, I'm going to spend money stupidly, but he does at least spend it. You Benoit almost got one past UPL there. Um, anyway, long story short, I think worst owner in the NHL. This is really hard. I think Vancouver's owner is chaotic. I think New York's owner is chaotic. I think who else? I thought until this season, Columbus's ownership, apparently they're very nice people, but they're so detached. The team has sucked for so long. It's like, I'm glad they got Don Waddell. That was a good pick. That guy's really smart. Um, Buffalo ownership, yeah, Buffalo ownership's got to be up there. Good point. How could I not say Buffalo? I mean, and the thing with Buffalo is they're actually not willing to spend the money. Like it's kind of insane. Um, Owners are making a killing off the Bills. A little attention to the Sabres would be nice. Nightmare LLC says the Calgary owners are the worst. So, from what I understand, the Calgary owner is rarely even in Calgary anymore. Spends a lot of time in Europe. I believe some of the issues coming from there are perhaps at a managerial level, but not the general manager. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I don't think Calgary's owner is as involved as they used to be. UPL breakdance is better than that Aussie lady. He sure does. What was her name? Shotgun? Raygun? Raygun. What a weird. You know what? What sucks about that? A Canadian won the gold medal in that event in breakdancing, and they immediately scrapped the event the uh, because the Australian person was like making shit up on the spot. That sucked. Uh, 23rd Neo says Adam Wylde between two ferns. We don't want it to just be brick. We want it to be nice, and we want it to warm it up. David Owens finally able to make a live stream again. Welcome, David. We have missed you, friend. Get ready, pal, because we're gonna have lots in the playoffs. Matthews up to Marner. Matthews gets it back. Marner wants .100 tonight. Oh, Matthews gets dumped from behind. Matthews is pissed. When hit the guy back. That's great. No, that was spicy. That was spicy. 634 people in. Kids. Cassie says, Adam, you stirred up my Pirates anger. How dare you? Listen, that owner needs to be kicked out of the MLB. He needs to go. He needs to go. The guy needs to go. He sucks, straight up. And I love their stadium. I like their jerseys. They're classic. There's so much history with the Pirates. Why would anybody even own season tickets to the Pirates right now? They're just burning your money. They're just burning your money. Daniel's son, any news on the nurse hearing? So, Daniel, the only thing I know is that it was reported this afternoon because of travel schedules. Nurses thing is not going to happen until tonight. So, we will have a hearing tonight or a phone call or whatever the hell it is. I think it's max like a $5,000 fine, maybe a game, maybe, but I don't think they're going to get nuts. I don't think they're going to get crazy. Not this close to the playoffs. So, Netfront Presence says Oakland A's ownership might be the worst. No, they're not. They're not great, but they're not the worst. They are certainly not the worst. Let's do a little scoreboard check-in, shall we? The Wild and Ducks game, which we'll be following because our good friend Hayden really cares about that game. It has not started yet. Starts in 25 minutes. The Panthers and Rangers start like now. It's a 7:30 start, which you know what that means. It's a 7:45 start. But that's going to be real interesting to watch. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully, hopefully we don't have to worry. Hopefully it's like Leafs win. We don't think about it. Battle of Ontario locked up. Battle of Florida locked up. You know, just make that happen. Hayden, what were you going to say to me, buddy? Oh, Hayden has a out of town, out of sport scoreboard. Let's go, Hayden. So the Red Sox are up 3-1 on the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Rays have not won on April 15th in how many years? It'll be 15 straight years. Okay, why is baseball so weird with those stats, man? Like, you gotta be a total dweeb to love baseball, and I love baseball, but I don't love it on that level. Baseball nerds are like a different breed of sports fan. It's crazy. It's just numbers and things of it. Like, the stats they come up with are insane. They're crazy. They're crazier than giving away adult dolls on an SDPN stream. 3:55 left in the first, Leafs on the shorthanded. It was kind of a nothing call. I don't know about that call, but I'm not going to get too mad about it. We're having a relaxed time today because we need the Leafs to win, and we're just going to chill and enjoy. Oh, nice save. You see that shot from Paterka? And he's pissed. He know he didn't get all of it. That guy rocks, dude. You got to watch out for him. He's going to be a star. So get this. The French language debate uh, is going to happen because Canada's got an election, right? And the Montreal Canadiens are playing tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow? I believe it's tomorrow, or is it the Thursday debate? Yeah. So the French language debate is supposed to take place tomorrow, and they were going to have it at 7. But then the federal New Democratic Party was like, hey, guys, Montreal didn't clinch their playoff spot, and nobody is going to be watching our debate, especially in French Canada. So I'm sorry, but you got to move the debate time. So now they've moved it an hour earlier. Oh man, Paterka almost had another shot there. So now they moved it an hour earlier so they don't interfere with the Montreal game. So you're going to be able to watch the debate en français, and then you're going to be able to watch the hockey game en français, and then you'll see if the Montreal Canadiens actually clinch this playoff spot. Isn't that crazy? Hockey friggin' matters, dude. Matters a lot. Smart call, by the way, by the politicians, I have to say. Like, what are we doing here? Daniel's son, wait, do you speak fluent French? No. I understand very little French, but I get it. I know enough to get by, but I can't speak it. Like, if somebody were speaking in French, I could understand part of it. Parlez-vous anglais, s'il vous plaît? I said that in France once, and they were like, "Ugh." It was Paris, though. Oh, nice. Nice just drew a penalty. That's a holding call. Ha ha. Woo! Je comprends un peu de français. Isn't it les français or is it de français? Watch this replay for Nice, by the way. Watch this. Just being a power. This is what a power forward does. And actually, I would say it doesn't even look like he was held up that much, but he leaned into the guy and he kept his feet going. Mike Johnson on the broadcast saying he kept his feet going. That's what you need to do. Robert Bet, Harold Ballard ruined this fan base by selling out to corporate greed, letting them buy all the lower bowl seats and not caring about the real fans. Uh, that's not what happened, Robert. He did a lot of things, but Harold Ballard did not. There was a ton of fans, normal, like generational fans, who had season seats until probably the last 10 years, maybe 15. When Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment became a thing, that's when it started to happen. But it happened slowly. It happened slowly. Now tickets are an asset, right? Now they're a business thing. So if you own the license to a ticket and you bought them, that's a business write off. You save money on your taxes in a way. And so they don't really save money, but you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, yeah, that's when it became like a business thing rather than, what it ought to be, which is for the fans. Corrupted Canadian, 1 point needed for Mitch to do this. Wait, 1 point needed. Mitch, do f this up. Don't f this up. I think you meant don't f this up. Yeah, because Mitch Marner is the best 100-point player to never score 100 points. He needs to get 100 points. Go, Mitch. Let's make it happen. We're cheering for Mitch here. Cassie, baseball stat. Paul Skeens and Henry Davis. Oh! UPL. Good save. Paul Skeens and Henry Davis were the first ever battery of number one picks in MLB history last night. Seething anger. Yo, so the owner for the Pittsburgh Penguins name is Bob Nutting. What a name. That's an unfortunate last name. At least if you're a chronically online person like I am, Bob Nutting. It's a rough one. Oh, we got the prayer circles out. We got the candles up for Marner, Nyes, and Matthews goals. So Nyes needs a goal for 30. Matthews needs a goal for 400. And Nyes, oh, that was close. Nyes needs one. Sorry, Marner needs a point for 100. Justin Fisher sent me something. What did he send me? Okay. So the poll from this stream, 345 of you voted. Montreal, 58% of you said I should do the Montreal series. That's really interesting. Is it because you want to see more Ivan Demidov? I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. We'll see. Haven't made the decision yet, but it's good to know. Relatively even on that, 58 to 42. Could desperately use a power play goal here. We got 56 seconds left. By the way, you're just a period of hockey away from little trivia with Steve Dangle, getting you an Austin Matthews yet to be released man doll. It's actually a figurine from McFarlane Toys, who we love. RB says Montreal clinches a playoff spot tonight if Columbus fails to win in regulation. True. Can't take that risk though. Oh, sorry. Leafs had a chance. Okay. Looks like Buffalo kills the penalty. Farts. Sierra Marlowe, you did Edmonton last time. I did. I did Vancouver first, and then I did Edmonton for 2 rounds because I did Edmonton, Vancouver. And really, the only reason I did Vancouver was because I was doing the Nashville series because I'd made fun of Nashville and then they won 15 straight games. James Stemler, as if the Sabres org didn't insult their fans enough. I heard on Kipper and Bourne, their season tickets are going up 16% or something. Really? The Sabres? I'll have to look into that. The Sabres charging more money in a tariff economy. Are you out of your mind? Player 4, is Jesse streaming any of the round 1 series? He's not, and I'll tell you why. Jesse has a humongous amount of work to do because not only is he doing the STP and we're doing those Steve live streams, but Jesse's got to be down at the games reporting. Reporter Jesse. So, Wind Walker 57, new overtime rules. My middle and high school had a countdown. Overtime, 5 minutes, 5 on 5. Then 4 minutes of 4 on 4. Then 3, then 2, then 1. I think you would kill these players. And you don't need to do that in the regular season. Just make it 5 minutes. Robert Bet, no, we just want to see the Scabs lose. You calling them Scabs? Net Front Presence is asking, when is trivia starting? Second intermission. Jesse says, I'm going to stream Adam's feet games. Listen, if the Leafs win the Stanley Cup, I will do a full feet stream. I'll take requests. Okay? You can clip this. Remember this. Leafs win the cup this year. I'll dribble a soccer ball. I'll paint my nail, whatever you want, baby. Gripper Nation, let's go. Request taken. Hayden says Drew can produce that stream. He doesn't want anything to do with it. I mean, that's fair. Abaholic is asking Jesse Blake, I'm dying to know why you're a St. Louis Rams fan. Jesse says maple syrup toast. Ew, Jesse. What? No, man. Oh, yuck. You know, I got to be honest with you. Jesse is the whole reason that I showed my feet on during the last playoffs. He got on the stream and got everybody fired up, and we got 1,000 likes, and then it was just full-blown chaos. And that's when I showed my feet. And Hayden had to see that. Didn't you, Hayden? Sorry, Hayden. Robert Malloy, that is my resignation. Maple syrup toes is the line. Oh, that's funny. How many people would want to see me step on Lego with bare feet? I wonder. Allie Quinn, those were the good times. Allie, you have been in for a lot of streams this year. You have been in for a lot. You went all the way through the playoffs with me last year. I remember. Katie Campbell, don't do it, King. Samir says that's a labor lawsuit. Powerpuff Girls for Life says I'm here for the feet. Yeah. James Stemler, that sounds excruciating. Well, Ice Cat says shout out to my fellow foot haters. There are a lot of foot haters out there. Listen, we all have feet. Why are we hating on them? Aiden, what are we doing in terms of a clip? What do we got? Oh, this is good. Okay, so first off, Mike Martell on the super chat says Buffalo is becoming the new Arizona. The government is walking away from ownership of the arena after the lease expires later this year. Oh boy. Now, the Pagulas will keep the team in Buffalo, I think. I wouldn't see why that would be insane to leave Buffalo. It's a crazy market, but it would be cool if they sold it to somebody who wanted the team to win. I'm just going to say that. Doug Leafan, inclog toilet. I will not inclog a toilet. Okay, so last year, all we could talk about was the surprise Canucks and how they'd won the division. And this is a team that took the Edmonton Oilers to Game 7 of the second round. No other team until the eventual Stanley Cup champions took the Oilers that far. And if Brock Besser was dressed, I'm almost convinced that the Canucks would have won that series, and that it's a different ball game. This year, they fell off a cliff. Where do they go from here? Have a look at this clip. Now, moving on. A team that has been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons all year long are the New York Rangers.
Man.
Now,
bad to worse.
This starts from a tweet from the New York Post's Molly Walker. And she said, Calvin DeHaan walked past us as he was about to get on the ice and commented on how it's all finally over. He said something to the effect of, how about the way I've been treated here? It's effed. Well, I can say it. It's fucked, is what he said. We asked if he wanted to talk, and he said yes, that would be, quote, that he would be, quote, very transparent. After coming off the ice and having a conversation with New York Rangers PR, DeHaan decided he wanted to wait until the end of the season so he could get more information. Yeah, that's right. Molly says, I confirmed it was his decision, and he said yes, but it was clear the Blue Shirts did not want him to talk. Now, Calvin DeHaan then tweeted about it. Because, listen, that's a big freaking story. No matter what market you're in, that's big.
Well, a guy who's been in the league for a long time, too. 679 games.
I know.
Where does the time go? I covered him with the Gens. Where does the time go?
Calvin DeHaan said this on Twitter after the game. He said, going to get ahead of this now, I was hoping that I would be able to express in a scrum setting versus a quote that was going to go on to the ice and having it on the internet 30 seconds later. I said what I said because I am frustrated, and any competitor who says they would be happy in this position would be lying to you. After playing 3 games for the team and going 2-0-1, I thought maybe I would have the opportunity to jump into the lineup and help win more games. Did I help those games in those games that I played? Maybe, maybe not. But we still won and collected some crucial points to climb in the standings. I understand the youth movement in the NHL, and I'm getting older in hockey years, and I may not play every single night. I feel like I can still contribute and help teams win. I know I'm not going to play 20 minutes a night in the role I've been in the past few years, but again, I feel like I can still keep up and help its team in certain facets of the game. I'm not trying to be the villain or gain attention or throw shade at the organization. I would have preferred a scrum setting to chat about how my time with the Rangers has gone. As a player, you have to respect the lineup decisions, whether you like them or not. It's just been frustrating not being able to compete and do what I love to do. I hope everyone understands.
Now, just looking at his 3 games with the Rangers, I could see why he would think he deserves this. In his first game with the Rangers, he had an assist, was a +1. He did take a penalty. The next game, he's a +2, and he's a +1 again. So he's a plus in every game he's played with the Rangers, which is not something a lot of Rangers can boast about. 16 minutes, 26 seconds, 16 minutes, 52 seconds, and 14-14, which isn't that much. But I could see why he thinks he's done pretty well.
Yes.
But, now, I mean, well enough to play more than 3 games. His last game was March 5th.
Now, he came over from the Avalanche in that trade with Ryan Lindgren, right?
Yes.
And I think it's brought up some things that, coupled with Gabriel Perreault sitting, Jimmy Vesey sitting.
I don't understand that
at all. Few players have been a little bit pissed about how the Rangers have sort of deployed them this year. And this goes way back because the reality of it is that people even dug up stuff on Vitaly Kravtsov and Chris Drury and things that happened. And remember, Kravtsov was a 9th overall pick in 2018.
Yes, he was.
According to multiple league sources, the friction between Kravtsov and Drury dates back to October 2019. Kravtsov didn't make the Rangers out of camp as a 19-year-old and didn't enjoy his first day at AHL Hartford. He exercised the out clause in his contract to return to the KHL, where he'd played the 2 prior seasons. Sources say that when Kravtsov went to retrieve his gear and say goodbye to the Wolfpack, Drury told Kravtsov that he'd quit on the team. Kravtsov would ultimately return to the organization and to Hartford less than 2 months later after a mediocre KHL stint. He joined the Rangers in the bubble for the team's brief 2020 appearance. And again, multiple sources said there was an incident between Kravtsov and Drury in which the young forward was dressed down by the then assistant GM for not working hard enough. That happened on the ice in full view of teammates, and Kravtsov right now has played the last time he played in the NHL, he played 16 games for the Vancouver Canucks in 22-23.
He did have another opportunity with the Canucks, like you just mentioned, and it didn't go great, but I'm just looking at his KHL numbers.
Are they good?
This guy's kicking ass over there, dude. 27 goals, which is leads his team. 31 assists, 58 points, which is second on his team in 66 games. That is, and 4 penalty minutes? Mm-hmm. How do you even pull that off? No, that's, I wonder, who knows? Maybe he could come back to North America.
Capo Caco in the past has noted the Rangers' tendency to pick a young player out of the lineup. That happened earlier this year before he was traded. Zach Jones said he felt like he was rotting away because he was constantly taken out of the lineup. Jimmy Vesey said he felt like he was dying due to being taken out of the lineup consistently. Now, I will say this. Jimmy Vesey saying that, I don't blame him. If you're a competitor and you think you can help the team and you're not playing, you're probably going to feel like you're dying.
29 points in 48 games for Capo Caco since going to Seattle. Not a world beater, but that's a valuable player.
So Let me ask you this. We talked about this last week. Is Peter Laviolette done? It feels like he is. Jesse, when you see this and you see the Rangers and how they've rearranged things, because obviously they wanted to get younger and then they got a little older and then they moved something. Is this ultimately a team that gets back to close to President's Trophy form next year and this season was just an outlier? Or is this team fundamentally broken as long as Laviolette's coach?
Yeah, I don't think Laviolette's long for New York. I think this tenure that he's had as head coach of the Rangers is kind of a speed run of how his career has gone, because this time I think it'll only last 2 seasons, but he usually has a great peak at the beginning of his tenure with whatever team, and then very soon after that peak, he misses the playoffs and he gets fired. It happened in Nashville, I think his longest tenure, where they went to the Stanley Cup final. Great. Couple of years later, I think he lasted like 3 seasons after that, gets fired. He won the Stanley Cup with Carolina, did not last long after winning that Stanley Cup in Carolina. He won it, missed playoffs the next season, the year after, and then was eventually fired. His tenure in Philly, it started with the Stanley Cup finals, and then after that, losing conference semifinals, misses the playoffs, and then he's gone. As soon as there is trouble, he is gone.
Yeah.
He never stays through the trouble. You know those long tenured coaches?
Yes.
Like if Paul Maurice and the Florida Panthers this season missed the playoffs, they're not talking about firing Paul Maurice because you trust him. He's going to be there a long time. The same way in Winnipeg, where he's there through the whole tenure. You can trust certain coaches to run with you through the good times and the bad. And Pierre Laviolette has never been a bad times coach. He's a good times coach.
Yeah.
And this right now is a bad time for the New York Rangers. We talked early on in this season about how it was you're going this way or going that way season. You got to pick a lane because of all the contracts that were expiring, how long you've had this core, and all the money that's going to come up available and all the contracts you got to sign. They've picked a couple different lanes here with the guys they've kept and the guys they've brought in, like JT Miller and the other guys they've moved out on the defense and the back end. So they've picked a lane here with the core who's going to get another head coach. I don't love that. Like Zibanejad and them, they're getting their 3rd or 4th head coach, depending on how long they've been here.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, because I think they might just blow that roster to smithereens.
Right. Well, yeah, if the guys who stick around who've been here for that long, like they're going to get another head coach, which isn't great. But it seems like because it's bad times and Laviolette can't coach through them, that it's time to let him go.
If you've been a Ranger since 2018, so a Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, I believe, those guys.
Yep.
Alan Vigneault, David Quinn, Gerard Gallant, Peter Laviolette.
Yeah.
At a certain now. They won 2 President's Trophy. Well, one in 2015, one in 2024.
Can you say all those names again?
David Quinn. Sorry, Alan Vigneault, David Quinn, Gerard Gallant, Peter Laviolette. Alan Vigneault lasted about 5 years. So,
well, none of the other 3 are head coaches in the NHL right now.
Yeah.
But you got to look at it. So are we questioning the people who are hiring these head coaches? Are we questioning the players who are going to get their 5th head coach? The Trocheks, the Panarins, the Kreiders. You're getting 5 head coaches, and you haven't won a championship for us. You've gone deep in the playoffs. You won the President's Trophy, but like championship is what it's about. Yeah. Whose problem is this?
I think there's room. There's room for everybody. I mean, Laviolette. He's treated this stretch like John Tortorella in Philly. He just didn't have the quote.
Yeah.
And also a major public blow up with a player, or wasn't public.
He's quit.
Got out there.
Yes.
Yeah. He's done. But like the players have been done at different times this season. When I look at the Rangers, so I'm trying to go, what team that got out of it could the Rangers look to try to emulate? And the first team that comes to mind is the Winnipeg Jets of 2 or 3 years ago. They were miserable. They were sad sack.
Remember Mark Scheifele's end of season press conference?
Oh,
I don't even know if I'm going to be here.
Dude, I can't believe he's still there.
Yeah, his eyebrows were at the top of his forehead. He was so mad.
Cannot believe he's still there. And they just won the President's Trophy. They locked it up.
Yeah.
Right? They needed the reset of the offseason. Maybe that helps the Rangers. Here's where that is not an apples to apples comparison. The Rangers are, I think, older, or at least the major components of the roster are older than the Jets were. The Jets did make like they got rid of Blake Wheeler. Ironically, he went to the Rangers. So there was that. Also, the Rangers don't operate like the Jets at all. The Jets are agonizing patience because they're a smaller market team. They struggle to get guys to come. They struggle
unfavorable
to get guys
weather
to stay.
conditions versus the Florida.
Well, and then there's New York, which isn't exactly known for its beaches, but
It's New York.
It's New York, and they'll spend the money, and their owner's nuts, and will, there's no the patience that exists in Winnipeg does not exist in New York, right? So it'd be great if they operated the way the Jets did a couple years ago. It's just not going to happen, I don't think.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll be fascinating to see what happens. I think, we're going to know by Saturday whether Laviolette's coach. Probably Friday morning. I mean,
he's going to get fired before they drop the puck for the playoffs.
Hello, lovers. We back. We all the way back. We so back. So, Vancouver Canucks. What do we do? How do we start again? I feel for Canucks fans. I feel like they deserve better than this. But, we're talking about tough ownership groups. There's one. Tough ownership group. Tough. All right, guys. Now, just a reminder that for the playoffs, we're going to have lots of stuff, but we do have a huge announcement on the STP tomorrow. And I'm excited about it. Robert Malloy is excited about it, I'm pretty sure. Justin Fisher, guy running the STPN chat tonight, also excited. Aiden's pumped. We're all pumped. Can't tell you tonight. But boy, do I want to. I can't tell you, but I want to. We also have trivia tonight. So if you win trivia tonight, you can get, before you can buy, the Austin Matthews figurine from McFarlane Toys. This one's special edition, though, because it's a Foreign Nations face-off Austin Matthews. It's sick. It looks amazing. If you don't get that, you could get one of two Fanatics t-shirts for the Alexander Ovechkin $8.95 goal chase, which is also pretty sick, I would say. And if you don't finish in the top 3 for trivia, that's fine too. That's totally fine. We're going to give you 15% off at the SDPN store. All you need to do is go to the description right now. You see where it says app, it says link for trivia. It's the Spark app. Go to the Spark app, sign up, be ready. Okay? It's going to be awesome. We're going to have fun. Dolan says, Adam, when are we getting life-size Steve Dangle body pillows? I'm afraid I wouldn't want to know what the sales figures for that would be. Let's put it that way. Okay? I don't want to know. Aaliyah T says, ooh, what's the topic for trivia? That's a good question. Are we allowed to mention that? No, I don't think we can. We can't say that because then you could go look stuff up. I'm just saying. Here we go. Started here in the second period. Adam, what's a prospect in another NHL team you're excited for? Ivan Demidov. Very excited. I would say to Brandon Yeager, Winnipeg Jets. I'm excited for him. Oh, so it is themed Toronto Buffalo trivia. So we can say that. Okay. I wasn't sure. Rich M wants to know when we get Adam's replica feet for winning trivia. Not yet, Rich. Not yet. I haven't convinced the guys it's the right thing for the network. We'll see. We'll see. Do you think Marner will re-sign? 50-50. I don't know. I know for sure he's going to free agency. They're not going to sign him before free agency, or at least that's what he told them before the season. Oh, Tampa has scored. At least better win. Better win. The SDPN chat says instead of foam fingers, we're doing foam feet. Heck yeah. Damn. That's actually kind of a funny idea. Can you imagine people just showing up to events with foam feet? I actually can't imagine it. That's how hardcore SDP listeners are. Just wild. Just a wild group. Player Forces, just want to send love to y'all from behind the scenes, to all the behind the scenes people. Love y'all. And shout out to them. Tonight, Robert Malloy, Justin Fisher, Hayden Matheson, an amazing team. And I think it's going to be accentuated in the playoffs by how great these guys are. I'm excited, actually, because we're going to be doing dueling streams. One night it'll be Steve, the other night it'll be me. All the way through the playoffs. There will always be a stream on SDPN that night. And maybe sometimes if Hayden and I are feeling ambitious, we do a double stream. We go, oh, damn, you know what? The X game is over, so let's go to the Y game. Maybe we do Hayden, what do you think? Maybe we do like a crazy, like a 6-hour stream sometime. Just get delirious. He says he's up for it. Hayden says he's up for it. Sean Anderson, what about Jesse? Jesse is being reporter Jesse at the games, guys. He's going to the Leafs game. And by the way, the Leafs are going on a run. I'm just going to say it. It's run time. It's time to make this happen. I think the Leafs know it. I think you know it. I think I know it. Go make it happen, Toronto. Go make it happen. First, they'll win this game. You win this game. Even if you lose this game in overtime, the Lightning have to play the Florida Panthers. And I can't think of a better punishment for both teams. They deserve each other. They deserve each other. Yanni Havisto, if the Leafs lose this game, I'll be upset. I agree, Yanni. Oh, McMahon just drew a penalty. Homer with a shot. UPL made that soft, but it is a holding. Ice Cats, just noticed that this year a team with a losing record is guaranteed to make the playoffs. Montreal and Columbus. That is true. Technically speaking, they will have lost more games than they would have won. Aaron says, credentialed NHL reporter Jesse Blake. Yes, sir. Don't you forget it. Credentialed not just for the regular season, but for the playoffs. A huge, listen, if this is another market, people will be like, yeah, man, just apply, whatever. What's the big deal? In Toronto, it's a big deal. It's a big friggin' deal. So we feel very lucky to be able to be a part of that. There was only 2 digital outlets that got it. Here we go, Matthews. Oh, he put it over the net. 17:32 left in the second period. Remember, at the end of this period, it's going to be trivia time. Win that Austin Matthews adult doll. Tavares over to Nylander. Shot. Do you think Nylander gets to 50 goals? Does he score 4 goals in the next 2 games? Tavares with the shot. Oh, and it's blocked. 1 minute 30 left in this power play. 17:05 left in the second period. Yanni says, hey, Adam Wylde, it's 3 a.m. in Finland. Hope the Leafs don't shit the bed against Buffalo. Same, Yanni. Same. Here comes Benson. In on Quinn Hughes, Mitch Marner. Julian Nikolov. Tavares needs 2 goals for 40. There's a lot of guys who would love to. Man, the Leafs are not doing a great job controlling the puck on this. Can we just maybe get the puck back and score a goal or something here, guys? All right. Now, are the Leafs going for a change here, or is line 1 staying out? That's the question. Nylander's still out there. Matthews still out there. Tavares, Nyes, they're all out there. McMahon is... Oh, so Tavares is not. McMahon is. And I think we're going to get a full change here. 37 seconds left. Some good looks, but not quite what they needed. I think they need to get some traffic in front of UPL. They've made it too easy. Look, this Matthews shot, even if that hits UPL, it's going to go hit him either in the head or right in the chest. You need some bodies in front of the net faster than that. I know it's a quick one. You got to keep going. Tyson Barnett, are you concerned the Leafs are 0 for 9 on the power play in the last 3 games? Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, you can show me a negative stat about the Leafs right now, and it will keep me up at night, especially a power play stat. Joe Dax Prime says need Marner to hit 100 points tonight and maybe a Nylander hat trick too. That would be nice. I would like that. Can we get a power play goal too, so I don't have to think about that 0 for 9 in the last 3 game stat? That'd be great. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to know. Don't tell me negative Leaf stats with 2 games to go. I might die. You just can't do that. Austin Amino. Hi, Adam. Hi, Austin Amino. 15:33 left. Here we go. Leafs, power play. Oh, Domi. Oh, my God. Oh, he was so close. Max Domi driving the net. Good for Max. Robert Bett, would you consider Tampa, Florida series like a Montreal, Toronto series because of the hatred? Yes. Yes. And you know what? The Tampa, Florida one, the Panthers Lightning series is so much meaner right now because both teams are mean. Both teams have been successful lately, like for a while. No disrespect to Montreal, and obviously they beat Toronto a few years ago in the playoffs, but that was 2021. It's 2025, right? That's 4 years ago now. Hard to believe. And so when you look at it from the recency, how much do we hate each other this generation? Florida, the Panthers and Lightning hate each other right now. Hate each other. So it's fun. David Owens, Domi should have 2 tonight already. Yes. Rich M. Oh, are you worried? 0 for 10 means they're already in postseason form. Oh, wait. Stop it, Rich. Stop it. It's also like, listen, I don't take the last 4 or 5 games. Oh, listen, it's important to get some points and whatever. Is it exactly what the teams are for any team going to the playoffs? Like, if they're not in a playoff race, like for a playoff spot, you are not getting teams at 100% effort. You're just not. So, except, Hayden knows what team at 100% effort looks like because that's the Minnesota Wild right now. 100,000%. I'm sorry. Hang on, Hayden. Jean-Claude Von Don says, Adam, have you thanked Dubas for the... Oh! Lawton put it up. Oh, here we go. Oh, that pass. Adam, have you thanked Dubas for the 5th round pick, you mouth-breathing, milk-drinking city slicker? You mean the one that we for Connor Timmins and Connor Dewar? I'm so grateful. Actually, I think they're both good fits in Pittsburgh. I think it worked for both sides. Nicholas Abruzio says Lots has looked good recently, just hasn't finished on anything yet. I agree. I think this guy. Oh, here comes Marner. Point 100. Come on. Ah! Oh my God, the net was wide open. How'd that not go in? Come on. Ah. Damn, dude. We need a goal from those two. Matthews for goal 400. Marner for point 100. We need to make this happen, kids. Oh, Nyes with a bad pass out of the zone. Nylander is able to intercept it because he's a god. He's an absolute Viking god. Look at him. Oh, shoot. And he just gave it up. We don't like that. By the way, Myers, for whatever reason, it doesn't make any sense. And you guys will be able to relate to this because you're hardcore hockey fans. When you see a player wearing the jersey number of somebody that you watched for years, it takes a long time to take that memory away. And I'm thinking specifically, Philip Myers wears number 51. And every time I see him, I'm like, that's Jake Gardner. That's Jake Gardner. He's going to give the puck away. And it's not. It's Philip Myers. He might give the puck away. Probably won't give the puck away. But I just get, and listen, I liked Jake Gardner, but man, there were some giveaways, man. Woo! You had to take the good with the bad with Jake Gardner. Anyway, I get the yips sometimes with it. By the way, I love the way Matthew Nice plays hockey. Can we just talk about this? Can we fawn over this man for a second? Drawing a penalty tonight. Already tried to set some goals up for Matthews and Marner. I just freaking love that guy. He's such a monster. And he's got the Mamba mentality. Like nothing's going to stop him. By the way, Domi playing tonight with Tavares and Nylander. I think that's pretty cool for him. Why not try it out? Why not no? Hayden says, who's the first player that comes to mind when you think of the Buffalo Sabres? There are 2 for me. Obviously Dominik Hasek, but also Mike Pekka. Mike Pekka, one of the most underrated centers in NHL history. So Pominville and who for you, Hayden? Drew Stafford. Whoa. Wow, that's a throwback. What do we got here? Furfang says, use this TV timeout, get some likes. We do need some likes. We do. McDiesel says, Roy. Rich M says, Pat LaFontaine. Fox says, Kane. Netfoot President Stu Barnes. Oh, man, I loved Stu Barnes. Miro Shatan. So good. Miro Shatan was a killer. Maxim Afinogenov. Mike Pekka. Patrick Coletta. You think of the Sabres and you think Patrick Coletta? Miller time? Yeah, Ryan Miller, man. Boy, did he have a good run there. Alexander McGillney, straight up. He was amazing. Mayday, 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 Mayday. Yeah. That's great. Yo, this is crazy. Look at that. They had some great players. 23rd in Euro. When I think the Buffalo Sabres, I think the Depression. Stop it. By the way, the Depression happened in the 30s, not the 20s. Nice try. Sedin Magic 15. Tampa is up on Florida right now. I swear they're doing this so Leafs can't rest anyone. Well, they're probably doing this because they don't want to play Florida. And honestly, I don't blame them. If I'm Berube, I sit them down in between periods and I go, listen, you bastards. Go and score some friggin' goals and put this team away. Yeah, it looks like Braden Point to, oh boy. So Geeky from Point, yuck. Yuck. Oh, I'm the Lightning. I have a black jersey. Oh, that's so different from every other NHL team with a black jersey. Oh, man, we also ripped off the Leafs jersey for our jersey. Get real, Lightning. Get real. 12:02 left in the second period. Boom, face off. Here we go. Top line out there. They're going to play a lot tonight because we need some friggin' goals. Oh, Matthews, hang on to that puck, buddy. There we go. Good turnover. Man, that's frustrating. We want a chrome Leafs jersey. A chrome Leafs jersey. How would that look? It might be fun. I don't know. Like we were talking about what the new Leafs third jersey is going to look like. I like a powder blue. I like them trying that. I think that's cool. Chrome and white. Stop it. Meme Empress says, "Can we put 23rd Neo in jail? Potentially." That's an interesting take. I'll give him credit. It's new and different. Leafs don't do a lot of that. Robert Bett might be in the minority here, but Nyes reminds me a lot gets in front of the net and says, "Move me, I dare you." No, for sure. He's one of those players that there just aren't many of. Like he's like a younger, I don't want to say Tom Wilson, but there's that element to him that it's like I'm big and scary and made of marble and try to move me. By the way, have you ever seen Matthew Nyes' arms? He's huge. I wouldn't want to take a punch. My favorite Matthew Nyes moment, by the way, is when last year in the playoffs. Oh, I'll hold up here because Nylander just pulled the puck into the zone, and you just never know. Nice cut back into Scott Laughton. They're blending the lines here, so it's Laughton unless they're mid-change here. Laughton, Domi. Okay, so no, they're not. They're changing. Anyway, my favorite moment is Pasternak was picking on one of the smaller Leafs. I think it was Holmberg. And Nyes was out there with him. And, Pasternak's like threatening Holmberg. And Nyes is like, okay, go me. Like, fight me then. Go me. And then Pasternak skated away. And he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Such a sick moment. Like, that's what you need. Cassie says, Adam, scroll up and read the Drew slander. There's Drew slander? It doesn't show up on my screen. If there's Drew slander, I have missed it. And I had to refresh my page because it didn't work. Drew slander. Why are we slandering Drew? What did he do? Mick Biggins. Does this game matter? Yes, it does. The Lightning are up on the Panthers. The Leafs need to win this game or at least lose it in overtime to clinch first in the Atlantic, something they have never done. And that would pretty much lock up the Battle of Ontario. Here comes Nick Robertson. Looks like nice little tip. He's going to get a break. Shot, misses the net. Leafs gain possession. Robertson in. 5 Sabres down low against Nick Robertson, and he holds the puck anyway. God bless that man. Aiden says, okay, we got the second commercial break of the period. Ladies and gentlemen, we are opening up trivia. Hayden, can you bring up the grand prize in case people don't know? Let me know when it's on screen, Hayden. And let me tell you this, guys. Get into the description. Sign up for trivia now. We're opening up trivia for you. It's Toronto Buffalo trivia. The 401, or they call it the QEW series. It's the QEW series trivia. Okay, Buffalo Leafs trivia. Second intermission. Hosted by Steve Dangle. We're gonna let Steve do a try at this because he hasn't done it yet. And I want you to win this. Okay. By the way, sign up for the Spark app. Is it on screen, Hayden? It's not on screen yet. It's an Austin Matthews toy, but it's for men and for women. It's for adults. Okay. You're an adult. You need an adult toy. Not that kind of adult toy. This is an Austin Matthews. Can't even buy it yet. 4 Nations figurine. I call them dolls. Steve says they're figurines and it's collectible and it's from McFarlane Toys. You will win this in trivia tonight. It's going to be amazing. Also, if you come second or third, we have some pretty special gear for you. It's Ovechkin's $8.95 official t-shirt from Fanatics. Shout out to Fanatics. And they are special edition. You can only get a few of them. That's all he got. Okay? So you're going to get that if you come second or third. If you just play, all you need to do is just play. Okay? You will get a 15% off discount code to SDPN store. So you can buy your SDPN merch before the playoffs. Okay? Everybody who plays and signs up gets the code. But if you win, it's Austin Matthews or it's those OV t-shirts. Nobody else will have the Austin Matthews toy. Not a lot of people are going to have that OV t-shirt, especially in Canada. I'm telling you, it's worth winning. It's worth going after. Mick Biggins, I don't really care about your toy, but trivia is fun, so I'm game. There you go, Mick. Mick's going to be like, yeah, I don't care. And then he goes and he wins. Watch. Mick, I bet you can't win. I bet you can't. But you won't. What are you going to do about it, Mick? 8:53 left in the second period. Another shift for that Matthews line. Berube is putting out there a lot. Why? Please score. Please score. There hasn't been a whole ton of shots this period, which is a good thing. But that goes both ways. Oh, Matthews. Oh! UPL had a good angle on Matthews there. Okay. There's Marner. Gets hit. Tage Thompson gets the puck. Emo Jalapeno, USA Matthews, ribbed for your pleasure, or for your displeasure. Stop it. Wow. James Stemler. The Drew slander was Cassie's previous super chat that got missed. Should go find it. It's muy bueno. I'm ready for it. Hayden, can you send me Cassie's old chat, please? SDPN. I know Adam is a dummy, but there's no reason for you guys to sink to his level. Probably true. Probably true. Hayden's going to send me that super chat, guys. 7:36 left in the second period, kids. This is, by the way, my last Leafs game of the season. How crazy is that? Okay, there's McMahon with a shot. Bobby McMahon, if I'm not mistaken. How many goals does he have? I think he's waiting on a pretty... He just got 20 goals. Okay. You know Bobby wants more. You know Bobby wants more. Prophet says you're not doing Thursday. We were going to do Thursday. Um, but but we're thinking that game 82, if the Leafs win tonight, might be just a Marley stream. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to burn the team out before we have to rock and roll into the playoffs and things get crazy in the playoffs. It's a lot of work. And everybody could use a bit of a breather beforehand. You know what I mean? Ooh, Stolers. Here comes William Nylander. Shot. UPL got a piece of it. Nice shot on the fly. He got a 92-mile-an-hour slap shot off on the fly. That's freaking crazy, dude. That's crazy. Riley shot in, floats it in. At least they're getting people in front of them. Oh, Cassie's clip sent to my phone. Cassie, I want everybody who missed the last stream to know that Drew said he would drink milk with ice cubes in it. Another Drew food take that should send him to jail. What? Drew drinks milk with ice cubes in it? What? Drew? Did you know that Drew was the first person we ever hired at SDPN? He's employee 1. What? Drew? You're supposed to represent, sir. That's crazy talk. Meme Empress, he's so weird. That's actually, it's a great way to describe it. Drew, honestly, could not be a kinder person. Like, literally is the best. I know he is a, shall we say, caustic online? Loves a debate. But he's also one of the best guys ever met. I do have to say this. We give him a lot of shit, and it's only because we love him. Drew's awesome. He's also very smart. Him and Jesse together, just a technical dream team. They're just so smart. Lisa says there is no Drew food slander. There is only Drew food truth. Oh, jeez. Milky water. How do you explain that on a first date? Yeah, I like to drink milk. Oh, Lorenz scores. Finally. Woo! Steven Lorenz. I believe that is a career high for him. Let me just check his stats. Steven Lorenz, what a monster. Yeah, okay. Actually, not true. He did get 10 goals with the San Jose Sharks 2 years ago. That's his 8th of the season. That's a monster shot. Look at this. Lawton with a great dig. Beautiful pass to Lorenz, and Lorenz just buries that sucker. Oh, does Steven Lorenz not strike you as a guy who's going to score a crazy big goal in like overtime or something in the playoffs? Scott Lawton too. Like Lorenz, to me, first off, he has the passion, as does Scott Lawton. Second, he screams guy who's going to be a hero in Toronto. I just, you know, and Steven Lorenz, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. That guy turned down guaranteed money last summer. He wins the cup with Florida. He turns down guaranteed money with a bunch of teams in the NHL and goes, I want to go to Toronto. I'm going on a PTO. And so he makes the team, but there were no guarantees that he was going to. And look at what he's done since. And by the way, it's not like teams didn't value the guy. It was just that he wanted to be a freaking Leaf, man. I'm saying freaking a lot. I'm loosey-goosey tonight. I just love that. I love that crap, man. I'm such a homer for that. I love when a guy's like, this is where plant my flag. I need to be in Toronto. Yeah. All right, here we go. Homer with a shot. Robertson was in front of the net. Shout out to Nick Robertson, who is not the biggest guy. Not afraid to go to the dirty areas, though. His game has changed completely under Craig Berube. That's another guy where you go, he could be fun little depth scoring in the playoffs, huh? Dakota Mervis has got a lot more movement, by the way. Sorry, mobility than I thought. I like him in the Leafs lineup. Nice to have some depth. Okay, 4:15 left in the second period. Just a reminder that the trivia is open. Sign up in the description section of this stream. Zucker with the shot. Domi gets it. Okay, so go to the description, link for trivia. You can win an Austin Matthews Four Nations figurine. You cannot even buy them yet, but McFarlane Toys shipped them to us so that you could win them on trivia. It's going to be sick. And also, there's some Ovi 895 t-shirts up for grabs for place second and place third place, second place. Oh man, Stallers, good save. So yeah. Anyway, that's all available in just a few minutes here. We're gonna go to commercial break on the broadcast, but you sign up for trivia now. I don't know how many people we've got in there. Get in there. Get in there. It's the best. James Stemler. Stevie scored, which means this is going to be a forbidden S word. He only scores game winners. I sure hope so. Cassie, the Leafs needed Drew slander to get going. LOL. True. David Owens. Yes, my Lorentz to score first goal of the game bet pays out. Subtime. Yes, David. Well done. Baldizzi. Michael Baldizzi. That has to be the winning goal. He has scored a lot of winning goals this year. Here's hoping. Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. I don't think Wes Richard's even dropped a chat in. He just did he say anything? Wes, did you talk at all? Just hanging out in the background, dropping memberships. Netfront presence, sad buys and noises. Netfront presence, you must be a Buffalo fan. I'm sorry, my friend. David Owens dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Shout out, David. Woo, David. You rock, David. You know we love you. Okay, so get signed up for that trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun. Do we know how many people have signed up yet, Hayden? Is there a way to know? Only 57 of you have signed up for this? Are you out of your mind? Okay, let me remind you again what we're doing. Trivia starts in 4 minutes of ice time, okay? We're giving away the Austin Matthews figurine. We're giving away the t-shirts. But everybody that signs up gets 15% off at the SDPN store. Guys, you can't just let people walk away with this. Last time we did trivia with me, it was 125 people. I hope to see you in there. Ian Tenhalf has joined SDP VIP. Ian, welcome. Your first SDP VIP episode will be coming out Friday morning. Habs Wings fan, Adam, depressed Habs fan here. Really hope the Leafs go far in the playoffs and stomp the Blue Jackets. Watching Montreal fumble these last few games while Columbus creeps in has made me lose hope. Love the podcast. Do not despair. Do not despair. Montreal can do this. They're in the driver's seat. They just got to win. Just win, baby. Just win. And you know what? I would also say it's good for Montreal to be this engaged. They're a young team this late in the season. They know what it's like to play under pressure. They've been playing under pressure for weeks. They get in. If they're playing Washington, it's house money. It's house money. You don't miss anything. It's like, whatever. Oh, we lost to Washington. Who cares? We got in. Yo, the Montreal Canadiens are going to be dangerous in the finals. I think it sucks what happened last night. I agree. They're going to be. They're not going to the. Maybe they go to the finals. They went to the finals a few years ago. They're going to be sick in the playoffs if they get in, and I think they're getting in. Don't be sad. Is my point. Don't be sad. My brain is all messy. Jay Money, man, the Flyers are so much better than every team. You know Jay Money? I don't know if that's true. Wes Richard, I dropped a super chat and 5 of the subs, but you missed it. I forgive you, though, you stinky butt. Wes, I'm sorry that I missed your super chat, buddy. I don't know what you said. Oh, my God. Marner with the shot. Oh, we're looking for 0.100 here. 0.100 for Mitchell Marner. Matthews with the shot over the net. Matthews has put a few over the net tonight. Wes, you could just drop your whatever you said in the chat. Oh, Matthews goes for the shot. Hayden sent it to me. Sorry, Wes. I'm gonna get to your super chat. Do Montreal because Ovi. Oh, so you want me to do the Montreal series? Joe Slater, Adam, are your shot counts correct? Meaning, like, I'm getting them from the. Oh no, our shot counts are not correct right now. It's actually 20-19 for the Leafs. You have to point that out for Hayden. Like, Hayden, do your job. Do your gosh darn job. Hayden, I'm kidding, buddy. 2-0 Blue Jackets. Oh boy. Robert Bet, did I just see that Lorenz kissed Lawton on the head? Love this team. Everybody friggin' loves Scott Lawton. Apparently that guy is just the best dude. That's what you need, man. Sign up for that trivia, baby. Sign up. Steve Dangle taking over in intermission. Oh my God. Get that puck out of there. 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Hey, Leafs, wake up and defend the lead, please. Okay, there goes Willie. Tavares is out there with him. Domi is on that line tonight. Tavares intercepts a Buffalo pass, gets it down low to William Nylander. Nylander tries to drop for Tavares. The puck is intercepted. 1:19 left in the second period. Do not. All right, okay, good. 1 minute, 11 seconds left. That was close. Hogwatch, what if we kissed at center ice? What if we kissed at center ice at the Sabres game? It's a good question. Steve is taking over at the intermission. Leafs, is that a threat? Well, Steve is going to take over at the intermission so you guys can win that brand new Austin Matthews cannot buy it yet figurine from Four Nations, right? Which is sick. 1 minute left in this period. So we're going to do a little trivia. And then we're going to come back for the third period because remember, kids, this is for first place. Leafs need to win. Win third place. Sorry, win first place. Not third place. Win first place. That's what you need. Go clinch it. Clinch! Urgh. 41 seconds to go. Just play it safe, boys. That was not playing it safe, Philip Myers. Wow, we just going to throw it up center. That is not excellent, my friend. There's Holmberg along the boards. There's Robertson. Nice move. Shot is blocked. Man, Nick Robertson's quick. And listen, this guy gets Nick Robertson, man. He's tiny. And by the way, I mean tiny. He's like the same size as me, but it's the NHL and they're all huge. Well, look at Nick Robertson use his body there. He's got one hand on the stick. Oh my God, he just took a cross check to the face. Krebs just freaking smacked them. Oh, another super chat I missed. Is it from Pickleball Pat? It is. Went with the 5-year-old grandson to the game on Saturday. He loved it and went nuts. Pickleball Pat, that is what it's all about, my friend. All right, guys. Steve Dangle is coming on. It's trivia time. We're going to give you a couple minutes to sign up, but if you haven't already, the link for the trivia is in the description right now. SDPN chat, if you can throw it in the thing as well. Guys, sign up for trivia. Get in on it. Remember, Austin Matthews doll, adult doll, t-shirts, the OV t-shirts for second and third place, and everybody that signs up will get a 15% off discount code to the SDPN store. Hayden, will you please pass it over to some rookie that no one's ever heard of named Steve Dangle?
Adam, I do not appreciate you calling them dolls. I don't care for it. No, sir, I don't like it. They are figures. And Adam doesn't know a thing about fun. Go figures. Hey, everyone. How are you enjoying the stream? You having a good old time? I personally am very excited about the fact that the Leafs have a goal, but not just any goal. No. It's from Steven Lorentz. And usually Steven Lorentz goals are game winners. Here's what I need you to do. See that little sort of looks like a Rorschach painting? The QR code all the kids are doing these days? Going to need you to go ahead and get out your camera and hold it up to that. And then a yellow thing's going to pop up and you're going to go, "Buh!" And then you're going to click it. You're going to ignore everything your parents ever told you about how scary the internet is. And you're going to click it because that's how QR codes work. And it's going to take you to a quiz, a trivia game. Trivia time on the Spark app. Who is the smartest? We'll find out. An Austin Matthews Team USA figure, Four Nation Face-Off figure. That's your grand prize. Second and third place, you're going to get an Alex Ovechkin $8.95 t-shirt. Because he broke Wayne Gretzky's record. I don't know if you know this. This is a collector's item for two reasons. Number one, when is this ever going to happen again? And number two, he's already got $8.96. Isn't that fun? I don't know. Producer Hayden, what do you think? Have we given folks enough time? Am I supposed to say the number? 169 people? Eyebrows. That is the number that people like to reference. Okay. We are going to start this stream. This trivia game. When I say so, suspense. Spell suspense. Can you do it? It's okay. You're under a lot of pressure. Go! Let's start trivia now. How many Leafs have hit the 20-goal mark this season? A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, D, 7. Reminder, I'm not going to do the countdown. That is, go with the countdown that the quiz is doing. So your options were 4, 5, 6, or 7. The answer, only 31% of you got it, was 6. Guys, Matthews, Tavares, Marner, Willie, Nyes, McMahon. I didn't even have to read my notes for that one. Come on now. 31%. Who said 4? All right. Let's go to number 2. This is a wide open game, obviously. Who leads the Buffalo Sabres in points this season? A, Tage Thompson. B, Rasmus Dahlin. C, Alex Tuck. D, Jason Zucker. Rhymes with pucker. Time is up. And your answer is Tage. He's all the rage, Thompson. 44 goals, 28 assists, 72 points for Tage Thompson, leading the way. Poor Jason Zucker, only 2% guessed. It would have been wrong anyway. Shall we move on to number 3? I think we shall. The Leaf Sabres rivalry is known as the Battle of the A, Underachievers, B, QEW, C, 401, D, Northeast. Time is up. Whoever wrote A, you're very clever. Whoever picked A, you're less clever. It is B, QEW, the Queen Elizabeth Way. It's an Ontario highway that connects Toronto to the Niagara Peninsula and Buffalo, New York. Never before has frilly language made the QEW seem interesting. We're going to go to the halfway mark here. Number 4. Where did Steve Dangle predict the Sabres would finish in the Atlantic this year? A, 5th, B, 6th, C, 7th, D, 8th. Fun fact, I am Steve Dangle, and I don't know the answer. What did I say? I think it's C or D. And it is C for 7th. Only 21% of you. Oh, baby. That is a line in the sand. That tripped a lot of people up here on Trivia Time on the Spark app. Oh, baby. Producer Hayden, can we get a little look at the leaderboard? Since we're halfway through. Wes! Happy retirement to Wes. With 471 points is number 1. Jeremy, 462. You're right there. You're number 2. And Jesse, better not be Jesse Blake. I'm pretty sure it's not. Has 454. Thomas, the only other user in the 400s. But there's lots of quiz left to go. In fact, half a quiz left to go. Let's move on to question 5. What is the name of the Buffalo Sabres home arena? A, KeyBank Arena. B, Highmark Stadium. C, HSBC Arena. D, First Niagara Center. This one is ruthless. And the answer is A, KeyBank Center. 69% of you got this one correct. HSBC and First Niagara are former names. Highmark is where the Bills play. Mean. That one's mean. Cruel and mean. Let's move on to number 6. Which Buffalo Sabre is a noted Alan Walsh client? Is it A, Peyton Krebs, B, JJ Peterka, C, Yuri Kulich, or D, Zach Benson? Shame on you if you don't get this one. I'm sure Adam's brought it up 1,000 times during this stream. Who do we got? Answer. Oh, good turnout. 84% of you correctly guessed. It is JJ Peterka. Noted Alan Walsh client is a pending RFA this season, which is Alan Walsh's favorite fact. Number 7, we're getting down to it. The final 2. Let's go to number 7. Oh, baby. How many times have the Leafs and Sabres met in the playoffs? A, once. B, 3 times. C, 4 times. D, 6 times. Shout out to whoever wrote these options who didn't put once times. Although it would have been very funny. Answer. I don't actually know the answer to this one. I'm going to find out at the same time as all of you. Once! Only 28% of you got it. Shockingly, the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs have only met in the playoffs once in 1999. The Sabres and Leafs met in the Eastern Conference Finals. Buffalo won the series 4-1 before losing to Dallas in the Stanley Cup Final. Speaking of final, let's go on to our final answer. Final question. Here in trivia time. Which one of these players has not played for both Toronto and Buffalo? A, Tim Horton. B, Jake McCabe. C, Doug Gilmour. D, Wendell Clark. This one's tricky. A little bit tricky. Producer Hayden, can you reveal the answer? Wendell, only 36% of you got this one. So in your head, you're trying to picture all of these guys in blue and gold, right? Wrong. Doug Gilmour played in black, white, and red. That tripped me up, and I went, but I know it's not Wendell. I know Wendell didn't play there. That's what tripped me up. McCabe I knew. Tim Horton I knew. Dougie. That's the tricky one. With all 8 questions answered, Producer Hayden, who won? The leaderboard. Wes holds on to his lead. 706 points. You are the winner of a McFarlane Austin Matthews Team USA figure, courtesy of McFarlane. Number 2, we have Jeremy at 693. And Aliyah at 685 for the OV t-shirt. Jesse, who had a third place spot, falls out by a narrow margin. Thomas as well. This one was very tight. Very tight. Congratulations to our winners, Wes, Jeremy, and Aaliyah. Thank you for joining us on Trivia Time using the Spark app. Now, I think it is about time that I return you. Oh, I'm going to return you to Oh Wows. Oh, no, it's not. It's Big Dubs. That's the other one that we do on the best plays from around the WHL over the past week. I thought I was sending you to Stupid Adam. Anyway, enjoy this. It's way better. You look like you could use some big dubs in your life. You got it. Hello, friend. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the Western Hockey League, usually over the past week. Now, this week's a little special. We did this in Oh Wow for our videos that we do for the Ontario Hockey League. We're doing the best from the first round of the WHL playoffs. And in the first round of the WHL playoffs, some overtime thrillers. Let's start with a marathon between the Seattle Thunderbirds and the Everett Silvertips. Lucas Kaplan, take us home.
Keeps to take the face-off against Chasko. Jammed puck at the dot. Riley trying to poke it. Everett's Vaughn's put it in front. Tip, they score! Everett wins it in the second overtime on a deflection. And the Tips are moving on to round two. Seattle's season comes to an end. And you knew it was probably going to be an ugly kind of goal. A puck that deflects up in the air and falls in at the back post. Everett won. The T-Birds nothing. The goal here at 13:43 of the second overtime period.
Double OT hero. Lucas Kaplan, the 17-year-old Spruce Grove, Alberta native with the Everett Silvertips, did not have many goals this season. He's already played in parts of 3 WHL seasons, 101 regular season games. He had 8 goals in 33 games last season, but despite hitting career highs in both assists and points, he only had 5 goals in 64 games this season. Well, in this 6-game series against Seattle, Kaplan had 2 goals, and this was one of them. The only goal in a double overtime win, and it's more important than even that. Because this was the longest game in the WHL internet era to end with a score of 1-0. If you don't know what the WHL internet era is, that's since 1996, over a decade before Lucas Kaplan was even born. Lucas Kaplan, take a bow. You just sent the Everett Silvertips off to the second round of the WHL playoffs. Big dub. For our next big dub, we have another double OT winner. This one from Diego Buttazzoni, which is a name that I have too much fun with, of the Portland Winterhawks.
Puck goes back blue line. Vaughn trying to trigger it low. Bounces. Stabatek, nice read. Stuck out his paddle, knocked it away, and here comes Portland out of the zone. Finally able to secure it. Home run pass. Off the wall. Bouncing in front. Scores! Diego Buttazzoni! What an ending! Game 4! Portland survives! 5-4 over the Cougars with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in double overtime!
The incredible season for Buttazzoni keeps on trucking. This guy's doing everything, with career highs in basically everything. 29 goals last season, 38 this season. 26 assists last season, 39 this season. 55 points last season, 77 this season. Well over a point a game. And he had 9 points through 18 playoff games last season. He's already got 9 points in 7 games this year. And this goal was vital. This goal gave the Portland Winterhawks a 3-1 series lead over the Prince George Cougars. Surely the series is over, right? Very not right. Prince George fought back and won Game 5, fought back and won Game 6. They forced Game 7, but Portland comes out on top 4-2. Portland has tortured the Prince George Cougars in recent years, losing to them in the 2017, 2024, and now 2025 playoffs. And I can relate. I get it. Steve, what would you know about it? Oh yeah? You lose to the same team over and over again in the playoffs? And lose one of those games with a bounce pass off the end board to end it in overtime? Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about, actually. Anyway, Diego Buttazzoni, big dub. The final OT winner we'll send you is from the Medicine Hat Tigers. This is a big one against the Swift Current Broncos. The Medicine Hat Tigers win game 1 4-0. Easy. They win game 2 6-3. Easy. But hold on to your hats. Game 3, the Swift Current Broncos fight tooth and nail to pull off the 5-4 win. It's a 2-1 series. Game 4 finds itself in overtime. Swift Current with the chance to tie it. What did Hunter St. Martin have to say about that?
Stretch pass, and Hunter St. Martin on a break to win. Backhand, he scores. Hunter St. Martin, he stays in the play, and the breakout pass works.
Big dub. Hunter St. Martin says that's enough of that, which is a bold thing to do on account of it didn't win the series. It only made it 3-1. They won it in game 5. It's cool. But he continues to have a fantastic season. St. Martin is a 6th round pick of the Florida Panthers from this past June's NHL draft, and he's done very well. His point total only went up 7 points. He got to 59 from 52. But his goal total went from 24 to 39. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in 5 games in this series against the Swift Current Broncos, and none more important than that one. Hunter St. Martin, big dub. This next one.
So Wes Richard is the big winner. Did I get that right? Am I right, Hayden? Damn, Wes. Congratulations. You get the Austin Matthews adult doll. You can hang that in your bedroom like Steve does. No, seriously, congratulations. I heard it went really, really well. I heard everybody had a good time. I was drinking a coffee because I need to get ready for the third period with you folks. Gripper Nation, this is the third period. And listen, if the Leafs can get through it unscathed, which, damn, not a great start. Thank God for Anthony Stollers. Let me just say this. If we can get through this unscathed, it will be the last period of the regular season that matters for the Leafs. How about that? We have been doing this every week since October. And some of you, and you know who you are, have been here basically every week. You've been here with me every week. You've been with Steve every week. Dude, so cool. This has been, honestly, it's a highlight of my week. Every time we do this, I love this. Absolutely love streaming it. There we go. Tavares, Nylander, Domi. Let's get some goals, kids. Domi. Oh, to Riley. Riley just pops over his stick. Riley causing the turnover. Philip Myers, who, I swear to God, I still think he's Jake Gardner with that 51. Guys, are you ready for playoff hockey? I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the Leafs to win this game. Go Scott Laughton. Get another goal for Steven Lorentz. Apparently Laughton. Oh, Mike Schmidt dropping 20 SDPN memberships. Mike Schmidt. Everybody shout out Mike Schmidt. Woo. Oh. Joe Perez. Adam is looking a lot less ghost-like today. He's positively sun-kissed. You know why? Because I fixed the lighting. It only took me the entire season. But I fixed the lighting. It was bad. I was looking like a ghost, man. It was bad. Like, I know I'm a little bit pale, but I'm not that pale. It was wild. By the way, if you got an SDPN membership from Mike Schmidt today, please thank him. There are so many of you. Cassie says, I got one first. You got the first one right, and then you missed the last 7. Well, that's in the trivia. That's okay. We're going to be doing trivia a whole lot during the playoffs, and the SDPN graph. What do I say? I keep calling it a graph challenge. It's not. It's a bracket challenge. I don't know why my brain goes there, but that's what it does. Robert says, I miss Ghost Adam. Stop it. Nobody misses that. McMahon through the legs. Oh, right to Robertson, and Robertson falls. Nick Robertson always has a ghost person. Oh, there's a nice turnover there. Holmberg created at the blue line. Nick Robertson falls more than most NHL players. I need him to stay on his feet. But damn, dude, that was a great pass. Great play. Keep going. Need another goal. Need another goal. Let's go. Come on. 750 people in the chat today. Gripper Nation, can we get a few more likes in the chat? Can we drop a few more likes on this video so we can spread it to more people? Only 394 of you have liked it. Come on now. Come on now. Ah, it's a good drink. 17-21 left to go. Sabres are going to push hard here. They want to play spoiler. Cassie says, my trivia knowledge is limited to the Pens. Well, you know what, Cassie? Next season, I promise you a Pens trivia. Don't let me forget. We're going to do it. Netfoot Present says, I was like number 5. I can't help you more than that. If you giveth one liketh, that's enougheth for me. Matthew Nye's back in his zone. Sabres got full court press going on here in the first 5 minutes of the period. They are definitely cheating offense, and the Leafs are allowing them to because, boy, are they loving to give up the puck. Can we maybe stop that? That'd be cool. Okay, thanks. Woo! Maybe don't do that. Why is that an icing? I thought Domi beat him to the... Okay. Brad Marchand got a goal for the Panthers. Let's have a look here. A little bit of a scoreboard watch. The Tampa Bay Lightning are doing their job right now. I hate it, but they are. They are out 4-1 on the Florida Panthers. The Leafs need to win this game or at least lose it in overtime. Get to overtime if you're the Leafs. Get that 1 point. You lock up first place. That's great. Okay? But Tampa is not going to make it easy. They're after them. If Tampa wins tonight, they're still in it. Leafs cannot let this loss happen. Okay? Now, Domi makes the turnover. William Nylander's going to be alone. Oh, Domi with the follow-up rebound. UPL stands tall. The other game I really want to look at is the Columbus Blue Jackets game, at least as it pertains to the Eastern Conference, because that really has some effects for Montreal. The Blue Jackets are up 2-0 on goals from Kent Johnson and Dante Fabro. What a pickup Dante Fabro has been for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know why the Preds gave him up for nothing. By the way, the Minnesota Wild and the Anaheim Ducks are tied 1-1 after one period. Alex Killorn's got a goal, and so does Marcus Johansson. And listen, it's important that the Wild win this game because then they lock the Calgary Flames out of the first wild card spot. That will then leave the St. Louis Blues and the Calgary Flames to duke it out in game 81 and 82 for that second wild card position. I can't believe Calgary's still in it, but they are. What's going on here? William Nylander just got a penalty? For what? High sticking on who? Oh, yeah, that's a high sticking. Yeah, that sucks. I don't think William Nylander gets... Here, let's go. Will Nylander. How many penalty minutes does he have this year? Let's just find that out. He has 24. So this will be his 26th. That would mean roughly he's taken a penalty. Oh, boy. Buffalo almost got one there. Anthony Stolarz knows it, but he stopped it. Woo-hoo-hoo! 15:56 left in the third period. Guys, I need the Leafs to score another goal here. Can we get a shorthand? Can we get a shorty? Can we get a Matthews-Marner shorty? Matthews, 400 career goals. Marner, 100 points this season. Can we get it? Benoit stops Tuck up at the line. Tanev is all over Zucker. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. Oh, boy. Okay, so they're at the line. There's Alex Tuck with the puck. Peterka, they're going to be looking for him in that shot. There it is. I told you. I told you. He's got a crazy shot. Great save for Stallers. Robert Bet, don't worry, Adam. The Leafs are going to win. The Leafs just like torturing their fans. Sure do. Okay, 15 minutes left in this game officially right now, if you're aligning your stream with me. And I got to tell you, kids, I really need a Leafs win. Here comes Matthew Nyes and Steven Lorentz. Oh, no, that's Calle Yarncroke. Even so, Nyes is tangled up. 33 seconds left to go on this power play for the Buffalo Sabres. William Nylander will be up in 28 seconds. Come on. Don't let him cross that line. Get it out. Go, 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 Scott Laughton. He's gonna pressure Byram. He's just gonna try to kill that time, kill that clock. 15 seconds left to go. Do not let them cross that blue line, kids. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Jack Quinn brings it across. Puck is stripped. Laughton intercepts. Steven Lorentz intercepts. And a shot. And what a save by Stallers. Cover your man. Nylander back on the ice. Oh, baby. Come on. 13:58 left to go in this period. Good hit by Simon Benoit. Why are Sabre fans wanting a penalty on that? That was a clean hit. That is bizarre. Okay. Tanev almost intercepted from William Nylander there. Leafs are able to get a change. This is excruciating. Isn't hockey fun? He said as he keeled over and died. By the way, as you see in the chat there from Sean, Tampa Bay is up 4-1 after the end of 2. Cassie is going to bed. Good night, Cassie. We love you. Hope you have a great sleep. Cassie says, I'll hold you to that, Adam. Who wins the draft lottery? Who will win the draft lottery? I think it's going to be the Sharks. Mike Schmidt, how are we feeling about McLaren, Adam? Are we Norris or Piastri? Mike, I think we're Oscar Piastri. Wes Richard, when the Leafs make the finals this year, I plan on flying to Toronto. Would love to do a meetup with the STPN crew. Well, you know what, Wes? There will be an opportunity to do that. Am I giving stuff away? I can't say that. I'm going to die. I'm tired. 800 people watching. Guys, it's stressful. Mick Biggins, I like your chair, Adam. Thank you. It's from Wayfair. Hayden is having a bad time right now, just in case. In case you're wanting to know, Minnesota's over 2 on the power play. Game is tied 1-1. Wild win tonight, and it's between the Flames and Blues. If the Wild don't win tonight, then the Wild's fate is in everybody else's hands. Because I believe, Hayden, this is their last game. It is their last game. So if St. Louis and Calgary both win a bunch of games, the Wild could be in big trouble. So you win, you're guaranteed. You lose, you got to hope one of the other teams loses. You got to win this friggin' game. You got to win this game. And they've had terrible injury luck this year. They lost the equivalent of like Marner Matthews Nylander. How many games do you expect the Leafs to win if that's happening? Right? Jacqueline K, I feel for you, Hayden. I'm a Habs fan. It's hell. Yeah, Columbus, man. Blues, by the way, are up 4-0 tonight against the Utah Hockey Club. That's what they're in for. The Flames will play later tonight against the Golden Knights. It's a big night in the Western Conference. Big night in the East, too. Blue Jackets are currently up 2-0 on the Flyers. That is bad news for Montreal Canadiens fans. Canadiens have got to win that last game. They've got to win. Here comes McMahon. Robertson. Oh, that hit the side of the net. I was like, did that go in? It did not. 13:18 left to go in the game. Ooh, Robertson with a shot. UPL drops the glove on it. Robbie's had some good shots tonight. Got to give credit where it's due. Got to give credit where it's due tonight. The Leafs are doing a good job turning that puck over from the Sabres. That's real good. You want to be on that. You want to be on that. By the way, Nick Robertson could be a first line winger on Thursday night against Detroit if the Leafs win this game. Nylander with a shot. Domi tried to get the rebound. Nobody got it. Dakota Mermis. Domi back to Mermis. Mermis moves in quick. He's got a lot more mobility, I think, than people give him credit for. Dakota Mermis down deep to Tavares. Nylander with a nice cutback. There's Domi, like a little bit of a water bug, you know? Max Domi with Tavares in support. Oh, and the puck is just gently tipped out. Looks like we're going to get a change here. Dakota Mermis up. Tavares to Carlo, to Mermis, to Carlo. 12:30 left in the third period. Marner line out there looking for Marner's 100th point, looking for Matthews' 400th career goal. Can they do it on the same goal? It would be kind of fitting, don't you think? Marner has never had 100 points in a season. Matthews never had 400 goals in his career. I know that last stat probably blew your mind. 12:09 left in the third period. Austin Matthews would be, really? Only the second Leaf ever? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, the only Leaf ever to do it was Sundin. Damn. And Matthews has done it in like 350 games less. Also speaks a little bit to the era Matt Sundin played in, which was the dead puck era. But damn. Matthews is just otherworldly. Even in like a relatively stats off season, he's like, yeah, I had an off year. I only had 30 something goals. Hayden says, does he pass Sundin before the new year next year? I say he doesn't. Oh, here we go. 11:41 left in this period. This seems like the longest, slowest period of my whole life. All I want is first place, ladies and gents. All I want is first place. Is that too much to ask? It was my birthday a few days ago. Can't we have first place and a Stanley Cup run? Please. Somebody in the chat asking, what do I think of the nurse cross-check? I think the nurse cross-check gets you a $5,000 fine. Oh! Sabres are a little bit all over the Leafs right now. Leafs need to kind of wake up and fight back. Maybe score a second goal. Stolar's there, saves the puck. There's Myers. Out to Lorentz. Out to Yarncroke. Lawton trying to get past. He's going to beat both Buffalo Sabres to the puck. They crush him pretty hard. That didn't feel good. Leaf fans are pissed in the KeyBank Center. And that is an icing call. I think Scott Lawton is pissed with Rasmus Dahlin, and he should be. I would say that Darnell Nurse's cross-check is like a finable, maybe one game suspendable offense. Just based on how the NHL handles it. I understand completely why people are mad. But I also think it makes the LA Edmonton series just that much more interesting, don't you? That's going to be a fun series. That's going to be great. Yeah. Steven Schiller, refs genuinely don't care about the players' well-being, eh? That's not what they're there for. They're there to ref the game, not worry about people's health. Oh, Lawton just throwing a hit. He's pissed. Domi back out there, which I believe means so will then Tavares and Nylander be. I could have said that probably better, but hey, I'm a little nervous right now. I'm actually sitting on my hands because they're sweaty. Icing call against the Leafs. 10:09 left in the third period. Watch this Lawton play. Yeah, Dahlin smacks him right into the ice. Yeah, I can imagine. I get why Lawton's pissed. Yeah, I get why he's pissed, but like Mike Johnson said it on the broadcast. It happens all the time. They don't call it. I get why he's pissed. I'd be also. You're an athlete. You got to find a way to be pissed, right? Find a way to get yourself mad. 8:37 watching this stream. Hell yeah, brother. Give me a hell yeah, brother. Give me some likes too. Can you drop some likes? If you're new, drop that like. We can spread the love to more people. Lisa is asking for a William Nylander goal. I'd like that. Tavares on the faceoff draw to Tanev, to Benoit, who is going to drive up the ice. Domi waiting for him on the half boards. Domi gets the puck over to Tanev. Tanev crossed the ice to Tavares, who tips it in. Domi on the forecheck. All over Dahlin. Dahlin is so much bigger. He's just such a big man. And that is icing. JJ Peterka cannot get his hands on it. Dylan F. Need a poppy goal assisted by Marner. That's right. 400 career goals for Austin Matthews is on the docket. Mitch Marner, 100 points this season, also on the docket. Also, lesser known fact, if Matthew Nye scores tonight, it's 30 goals this season. Lisa says, to be fair, I'm never not asking for a William Nylander goal. True. And by the way, you've gotten a lot of them this year. 45 goals for William. That is a career high. And God bless him. He's been spectacular. That's his third 40-goal plus season in a row. And hopefully that continues. You got to be honest. Brad Treliving and William Nylander came to the right number on that contract. He is absolutely worth every dollar. Not a single person has complained about it ever. It's a great friggin' deal for both sides. Listen, I don't think it's too bad to make $11.5 million US dollars every year. I think that's pretty good. If Marner at 100 points feeds Austin for 400 goals, who gets the puck? I would lean Austin because he's only the second player in Leafs history to ever do it. The first one, as Hayden pointed out to me earlier, would be Matt Sundin, who had 420 goals as a Leaf. I would think it would be him. Rennie says, didn't we establish there was going to be no more goals because Lorentz is sitting on the game winner? Okay, but even if Matthews and Marner score, Lorentz, if it remains scoreless for the Sabres side, would get the game-winning goal, right? It's the goal that decides the game. So Lorentz would still get the GWG. Maybe Lorentz scores again. A lot of people are suggesting that Marner and Matthews should break the puck in half. That's kind of funny, actually. I like that. I don't think anybody's ever done that. I imagine it would be a pain in the ass to cut that thick of rubber in half, though. Don't you think? Also, if they do it, it should be like a friendship necklace, and they put like a little lightning bolt in it or something. You know, they have that little design. It's like, here, you take your side of the heart, and I'll take mine. And then whenever we're together, like that. Wouldn't that be like the two best friends that anyone could have sort of vibes to it? Out-of-town scoreboard, Hayden is asking for. Devils and Bruins, 4-4. Who cares? Leafs up on the Sabres 1-0. Hawks and Senators tied 3-3. That's interesting. Blue Jackets, this is for Montreal fans in the chat. Blue Jackets are still up 2-0 with 9:05 left in the third over the Flyers. The Flyers are on a power play, though. The Lightning are in a second intermission right now. So they'll be back soon, but they are up 4-1 on the Sabres. Capitals beating the Islanders 2-0. This is important for the Western race. The Blues up 4-0 on Utah. The Wild and Ducks, if the Wild get even a point, I believe they lock in their playoff status. But the Ducks are a lot better than people give them credit for. I'm telling you, that team is going to be much, much, much better next season. The Wild and the Ducks are tied 1-1. Golden Knights and Flames just kicked off. That's 0-0. It matters as well to the Wild and the Blues because if the Flames win, we got a playoff race here, kids. And it's going to come right down to the last game of the season. Kraken and Kings play a little bit later. Not really much of consequence in that game. It's kind of crazy. A lot of teams are just wrapping their seasons up. And there's a lot of teams that it's going to come down to game 82 in order to clinch. How crazy is that? Hayden asks, do you play Marner against Detroit for .100? I think you leave it up to Marner. Matthews clips the puck up to Matthew Nyes. Oh, here we go. Matthews to Marner. Oh, Marner jumped his stick. Oh, they're able to keep it in at the zone. Matthews down low. Nyes was in front of the net. Is able to use his body, grab the puck. Sabre player just falling all over him to try to get that puck. I believe that's Krebs. And not happening for him. You know what's cool about Matthew Nyes? He's huge. He can use that body. 7:57 left in the first. Desperately wanted a Matthews Marner goal there. Alas, has not happened yet. Here comes Nylander. Puck stripped, given back. Puck stripped again. Domi gets the puck. Up to Nylander. Nylander's second in the NHL in goals this season, by the way. It's NHL goal scoring is a little bit down this season. At least it's not as concentrated as it was. Remember last year, we had a 69 goal score, and we had 3 or 4 guys up over 60. Or didn't we have 3 guys over 60 goals or something? It was crazy. This year, 1 guy over 50 goals. 1. I don't know if I love that. There needs to be more than that. Score more goals is always a good thing. 7:05 left in the third period. There's Dakota Mermis, who I've been impressed with all night, playing great hockey. A guy who broke his jaw out of camp, then came back and immediately had to be waived so the Leafs could send him down. Gets claimed by Utah, plays a couple of games there. Utah gets healthy. They put him back on waivers. Leafs reclaim him. He's been with the Marlies ever since. And now he's getting a little bit of a chance to earn an NHL paycheck, which is big and fat in comparison to what you make at the AHL level. And good for him. 6:31 left in the third period. Tanev behind the net to Benoit to Tanev again. That's kind of a tough pairing, eh? Tanev, Benoit. I like that. Haven't seen a lot of that this year. And by the way, Chris Tanev moves the puck so beautifully. Watch this. Boom. And here comes Holmberg. McMahon. Oh, that was Robertson. It was not McMahon. Woo! All right, Jared Martin, who has been an SDP VIP member for 14 months. Green Tree Protoss, WSR 100 points, same time split the puck. Okay, well, there you go. Kendra says, I just got home from work. Happy I can catch the end of the game here with you all. Hope everyone is having a good night. Go Leafs go. Welcome, Kendra. We're so happy to have you here. Jupiter said, if St. Louis gets the regulation win tonight, they will clinch. They'll have 96 points and 32 regulation wins, tied for most possible for Calgary, and 40 ROWs most possible for Calgary's 37. Robert Bet, the Leafs and the Sabres have one thing in common. They both like trading away top players. Robert, please don't hurt me. Aaliyah T, giving 5 SDPN memberships. Shout out, Aaliyah. And everybody, if you were gifted, this is, I'm talking about Tenzin, Keeter, ASAD, TS, all you people. And also Michael. You guys were all gifted an SDPN membership by Aaliyah T. You should thank her, please. Drop that in the chat. Gripper Nation, we're kind. James Stemler, wonder if depth scoring is up around the league this year. I've seen way more. I've still seen way more 8-6 games this year that I can remember in recent years. Well, I hope you're right. Josh Jackson, let's go Leafs. Let's go Leafs go, Josh. I know what you're doing there. I know what you're doing. Nice. Over to Marner. Kicked it right out of air, but obviously right out of thin air. But of course, nothing happened. Here comes Marner. Tavares is on now. Riley down deep to Marner. Tavares and Marner have had a lot of playing time together. Tavares almost scores there. By the way, Tavares, I think, is a couple shy of 40 goals. Gary Hall dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Elizabeth, amazing kook. Tom, Logan. Guys, all of you were gifted SDPN memberships by Gary. Please thank Gary. Oh, it is now 3-0 Blue Jackets for all you Montreal Canadiens fans. Hey, Montreal Canadiens fans, can I get a temperature check in the chat? How are the Canadiens fans doing, guys? How are the Canadiens fans doing? By the way, that's Adam Fantilli's 30th goal. Good for him, man. Oh, Vegas is now up 1-0 over Calgary. See, listen, if Calgary loses tonight, St. Louis fans and Minnesota fans can breathe easy. Man, all the Montreal Canadiens fans are real frustrated. Troy Kubi says Benoit was great in last year's playoffs. Feel like he's hang on. I'm just yes, I do think Montreal is making the playoffs. I feel like he's going to be a stud this year. He's trending in the right direction. I agree. Benny had a bit of a rough, I'd say January to mid-March, but lately I think he's been a lot more solid. A lot more solid. Adam, both Wild and Blues can clinch tonight before the Flames game even ends. Yes, that's true. But will the Wild clinch tonight? And I asked specifically because Hayden is a fan of the Wild, and they are not winning the game. They are tied. And it's the Ducks. And before you go, oh my God, they should beat the Ducks, no problem. Sorry, the Ducks have one of the best goaltending tandems in the league. It's crazy. It's crazy how good they are. Hayden, if you're the coach of the Flames, do you let them scoreboard watch? That's a question Hayden just asked me. Dude, listen, I got to tell you, I don't know if you have a choice. They all have phones. MKI Sports. Hello, Adam Gripper King. It's been a while. MKI, we have missed you. It's my last Leafs stream of the season, and it's for first place. 5:29 left in the third. Let's get a goal here. Somebody, anybody, please. And I mean somebody on the Leafs, and only the Leafs. Domi to Nylander. Nylander skating around. Puck out to Myers with the shot. It gets through. UPL's got it. McLeod shot dropped. Good setup by Peterka there. I'm telling you guys, watch this Peterka kid. He's scary. I would prefer they just did. Oh, wow. Nice play. I would prefer that the Sabres just stop playing JJ Peterka tonight. Could they just bench him? Oh, I'm sorry, JJ. You're too damn good. And by the way, the Sabres are offside. 924 people watching because you all know, and I know, that this is for first place, kids. Now, you got to remember, 2 years in a row, the President's Trophy winner was in the Leafs division. It was Florida, 2022, Boston, 2023. The Rangers won it last year. And isn't it funny? Oh, here we go. Matthews. Oh, UPL's got it. Oh, my God, Matthews got it behind the net. It's still dangerous. Oh, what a score! Marner's got 100 points. And it's a setup from Austin Matthews. And you know they're loving that. Mitch Marner gets his first 100th point season. It takes the pressure off. The Leafs are 4 minutes and 21 seconds away from first place for the first time in Atlantic Division history. Congratulations, Mitch Marner. Spectacular. Spectacular. What a moment. I hope he enjoys the hell out of it. That is a long time coming. He finished seasons with 97 and 99 points. Guys, Mitch Marner is a 100-point scorer. He had 99 in 22-23. He had 85 in 23-24. He has 99. And also, let's not forget about he had 94 points in 18-19, 97 in 21-22. Mitch Marner's been so close. He finally did it. And Hayden said it in my ear, and he's correct. It was a sick setup. Austin Matthews, noted passer. 4:05 left to go, and we got an icing call. There's Go Leafs goes ringing out at KeyBank Arena in Buffalo. Yay, Mitchell. Yay, Mitchell. 7th time it's ever happened in Toronto Maple Leafs history. This goes to show you how bad the Leafs have been for how long. Only 7 times has this happened. Twice by Gilmore, twice by Matthews, I think twice by Sittler there as well. Good for Mitchell. And if he re-signs, he'll probably get more 100-point seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He probably should have had many more. By the way, Kendra dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Shout out Kendra. Nick Murphy dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Emo Jalapeno dropping 5 SDPN memberships. And Gary Hall. Guys, if you were gifted a membership, please thank the person that gifted them, because that is an opportunity for you to open the door to SDP VIP or potentially SDP VIP ad-free. Consider upping your subscription. Helps a small business like ours, and also gives you all the episodes without any ads on them. You like that, right? And by the way, you can do that on Apple, you can do it on Spotify, or you can do it right here on YouTube. Whatever you want. Jessica wants more adult dolls. Oh, no, Will wants more adult dolls. Jessica wants Matthews to score. Baldazzi, Michael says, that is a sad graphic, the 100-point graphic. Thanks, TSN. Yeah, it sure is. Listen, I know that they haven't had a ton of playoff success. I know the Leafs have not, in the last 10 years, enjoyed a ton of playoff success, but you cannot deny that we are in probably a golden era in terms of the amount of talent on this team. And as I said, 2 of the last 3 President's Trophies have come out of this division. The Leafs have had tough divisional matchups. No excuses, but that's sometimes what happens. Stolar's down. Oh, finally the refs call it. Talenster says, if the Leafs win, show feet. I don't know. No, those are for the playoffs. We save grips for the playoffs. James Perez gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Oh, people are calling. Gripper Nation's calling for the feet. Guys, the game isn't over yet. 1,000 people watching. Hayden's got a sad Sabre stat for us. Give it to me, Hayden. The last time the Sabres made the playoffs, Ovechkin was how many goals away? Ovechkin was 594 goals away from beating Wayne Gretzky's record. That's rough. Sabres have pulled the goalie. Hey, you know what, Lindy Ruff? F you, dude. Let us have this, okay? Let us have this. Why are you pulling? Well, listen. Maybe I should thank him. We need more likes for grippers. You know my rule. 1,000 likes, you get some grippers. 2 minutes and 42 seconds away from the Leafs clinching first place. We are so close. Can you feel it? Let's go. McLeod with a shot. Blocked, and that hurt Mitch Marner's hand. And Stolar's with a great save. Paterka out. Get up, Stoley. Stolar's does not have his stick right now. Where is Stolar? Oh, there it is. He's got it. He's up again. 2:22 left in the game. Great save. Thompson with a shot. Stolar's with a save on Paterka again. They're looking for Paterka in that slot. There goes Thompson. Great save by Stolar's. 2:08 left. This is the longest 2 minutes of my damn life. Marner to Lawton. Go let Lawton get this. Mitch, what are you doing, Mitch? What are you? Okay. All right, Austin, score. Scores! That's goal 400. Okay, I get it, Mitch. Fine. Austin Matthews gets goal number 400 in his career, and we all get what we came for. Mitch with 100 points. Austin with 400 career goals. Just the second Leaf in NHL history to do it. Way to go, Austin. I was critical of Mitch there. Fine, Mitch. You're right. You know better than I. Guys, we got it. We got Austin Matthews, 400 career goals. We got Mitch Marner, 100 points. Scott Lawton got an assist there. Shout out Scott Lawton. He's had a great game tonight. Mike Morris just dropped. Oh, wait, was it Mike Morris? No. It was Wes Richard gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Gary Hall dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Let's go crazy. 400. Goal 400 for Austin Matthews. It ain't pretty. It ain't gorgeous. It ain't a fairy tale. It's just a friggin' goal. And sometimes that's what it's got to be. Good for those guys. They both, and we were getting into the last 5 minutes of the game and we're like, are these guys going to do this or are they going to have to play game 82? No, baby. By the way, the Blue Jackets have won in regulation. Montreal Canadiens fans, you are sweating. Kendra dropping 5 SDPN memberships. D's dropping 10 SDPN memberships. 100%. Let's go, baby. Not a bad night to have a last Leafs game of the season, I'd say. The Leafs came to play. I think it's going to be super cool to see the Marlies play next game. Oh, here comes Robertson. Scores! What a goal by Nick Robertson. That is a career high for Nick. That's 14 or 15. Nick Robertson has a career high in goals this year in a season where he came into it barely signed. 15 goals. It's more than last year where he had 14. He has reinvented himself under Craig Berube. And what a move this is. Holmberg, who's had great games lately. Robertson with a spectacular move. Holmberg really dug that puck out. Left Sabres leave Robertson alone, and Robertson sort of plays with his food and absolutely dangles Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Yeah, you got to be pumped about that, baby. That's confidence. That's fantastic. What a goal. Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships again. Let's go, Nicky Bobby. David Owens dolling the big crying baby, throwing a tantrum there. Well, that's good. Robert Bedass, are you in? Robert, I'm all the way in. The Leafs are 55 seconds from clinching first place in the Atlantic Division for the first time ever. And I'm so happy that we get to be in this together. I get to say this for the first time in SDPN history. The Leafs are 40 seconds away from being the number one team in the Atlantic for the first time in history. They have won a division before, but not this one. Not since the division realignment. And obviously they won the Canada division, but nobody wants to know what happened after that. This was hard fought. The Lightning made it even harder tonight by beating up on the Florida Panthers, who they are going to start playing, it looks like, this weekend. There is 13 seconds to go. The Lightning did their job, but the Leafs absolutely have done theirs. There is 9.5 seconds to go. Stolarz makes another save. 9.5 seconds away from first place. Matthews gets 400 goals. He's done it the sixth fewest games, according to TSN, 628 games to 400 goals, behind only Yari Curry, Brett Hall, Mario Lemieux, Mike Bossy, and Wayne friggin' Gretzky. He's done it faster than Ovechkin. Austin Matthews got to 400 goals faster than Ovi. Guys, the Leafs are in first place, and that is where they will stay for game 82. Matthews with goal 400. Marner with point 100 this season. Anthony Stolarz with another shutout. He looked spectacular tonight. Lorentz with another game winner, because that's all he does. He only scores game winners. And Nick Robertson with a career high 15 goals. I actually thought he'd get more this season, but damn, dude. This was a feel-good evening. Feel-good evening. Everybody, you should be pumped. Your Toronto Maple Leafs are a first-place team. It looks like the Battle of Ontario is on, ladies and gentlemen. Wes Richard gifting 20 SDPN memberships. And let me remind you that we have a huge playoff announcement. Huge playoff announcement tomorrow on the Steve Dangle podcast. It's big. It's massive. It is, without question, one of the biggest things we've ever done. James Stemler with the super chat. 100 points. 400 goals. Stolarz shutout. Clinch division. What a night. Man, did this turn into a great night. By the way, for anybody wondering, Steve will be taking over the Leafs live streams, as is tradition. That'll start game 1 Sunday night against the Ottawa Senators. For the first time in 20 years, kids, we're going to get a Battle of Ontario, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I will be taking either the Edmonton Oilers or Montreal Canadiens series, although there might not be a Montreal Canadiens series to take. So, hey, Kev Pez says, I'm a sad Rangers fan, but I'm happy for the Leafs. Kev, thank you. Robert Bett told you they would win, but they just like to torture us. Robert, you are absolutely right. That was torture. That was hell, but we did it. The Leafs are in first place, baby. First place. Woo! John says, adult dolls were the difference. Agreed. Thank you, McFarlane Toys, for those. Okay, let's just take a minute. They got the replay going on right now. They're doing the recap of the game. 99 points ending the season for Marner, not 399 goals for Matthews. They did it. Wes, Richard, you're a legend, dropping all those SDPN memberships. What a win. What a team. What a stream. Let's freaking go. Wes, guys, there's so much playoff content coming your way. So many streams. Any night you tune into SDPN during the playoffs, there will be a stream. Anytime there are games, there will be at least a stream going. C. Kinley, that's another Lorentz game winner, baby. What is that, 5 on the season? Austin Bayless, yeah, Leafs clinch first. More importantly, did we get a poll to tell whether Steve's cheating about his playoff beard? Yes, we did, and yes, he is. And I want to remind you guys again, enormous announcement tomorrow. Huge announcement tomorrow on the SDP about the playoffs. And no, it's not just live streams. There's something else. Michael asks, if the Habs miss the playoffs, Adam keeps his toes until the finals are done. Team no feet. Don't know about that. Remember, 1,000 likes, it gets you the grippers. Guys, I just want to say, this has been so much fun. It's been a fun season. The Ovi Chase, 4 Nations, and just straight up streaming all the time. It's been fun every single week. And I have absolutely loved this. Justin Couture loves live stream plus in-game feed. Justin, do you know how much it costs for hockey rights? Justin, it's $11 billion. It's $1 billion a year. As much as I love to be a billionaire, which I am, we need to build SCPN into $1 billion company before we go buying those rights, is what I'm saying. It's so many dollars, as the SDPN chat says. So no, we can't do that. But it's a big one. It's a big. So big announcement tomorrow. Let's get pumped. The Leafs are in first place. Hey, by the way, Steve Zelafar tonight's going to be great. It's the first time he's going to be able to say first place in the Atlantic Division. Ever. So this is my last Leaf stream of the season, but I just want to remind you that I'm going to do either Edmonton or Montreal, depending upon how the games lay out. And I think that's pretty cool. Don't you? I'm excited. All right. One last out-of-town scoreboard before we go. These are the games that matter. So first off, Devils, Bruins, who cares? Lightning are going to beat the Panthers, but it doesn't matter. The Leafs have locked up first place. Capitals beating the Islanders. Who cares? Blues have got to worry here because the Flames could catch them, but they are up 4-1 on Utah. The Wild are still tied with the Ducks. Why does this matter? Let's talk about the West standings for just a second here going into these games, because all 3 teams in that Western wildcard race are still in it. Flames have 92 points. They have 2 games left. St. Louis Blues are on their last game tonight. They win, they'll get to 96 points. Minnesota Wild win, they'll get to 97 points. If the Calgary Flames win tonight and then they win again, it's possible if the Blues were to lose, the Calgary passes them. But St. Louis is doing their job. Calgary is actually losing their game to Vegas. So it looks like if things continue the way that we have them, the Flames will maybe not be in the wild card chase come morning. The Wild need to win. The Blues need to win. If the Blues and Wild do not win, this chase is still open. If the Flames do not win, it's not looking good. By the way, congratulations to Mitch Marner. Just the 7th player, the 7th time in Leafs history that we've got a 100-point season. Sittler did it twice. Matthews has done it twice. Gilmore did it twice. Marner's done it once. And I said it before, I'll say it again. If he stays in Toronto, he will do it again. He's come close so many bloody times. Wild just need to get a point. Hayden, I want to wish you the best of luck. Everybody wish producer Hayden a lot of luck. Everybody say good luck, producer Hayden. Drop it in the chat. All right? Hey, Hayden needs to see it in the chat because he's stressed out. He's very quiet right now. All right? Love you all. Hope you have a great one. The Leafs are going to finish the season in first place. Glory, hallelujah. Let's enjoy game 82 on Thursday when essentially it'll be the Marlies playing. Good luck to everybody if your team's in the playoff race. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the playoffs.